Welcome to the epic tales of Misplaced Meeples, a D&D 5th edition adventure hosted by Epic Gaming Nights. Welcome to the epic tales of Misplaced Meeples. I'm your host, Roy Canay, and this is the rest of my crew. We have Adam.
Hello.
And we have Rob.
Hello, hello.
And Crystal.
Hi, everybody.
And Matt. What's going on?
Hello.
Awesome.
Hey.
This week we have a special announcement that we are actually got a new sponsorship from Dogmite Games, which is super exciting. If you guys don't know what Dogmite is, they are a company that makes awesome wooden accessories for role-playing games and for board games and for any type of tabletop gaming in general. But mostly a lot of their stuff has to do with D&D. Currently, they have a Kickstarter up on their website, or on their that's with their website, and on Kickstarter they have all these artifact dice that you can check out, and we have some of their wooden dice. I think this is either part of their new Kickstarter or it's from one of the previous ones, but lots of awesome stuff you can check out there. The Kickstarter has all sorts of different exotic materials that they've made these dice out of, like turtle shell and bone. And was there any other ones you guys saw that were really
Coyote
awesome?
femur.
Coyote femur.
Out to me, it was very specific. Just the femur, not anything else.
If you're a wild magic sorcerer, those are the dice you want.
Exactly. If you're looking for dice that are crazy high quality, or just super unique, make sure to check out Dogmite's Kickstarter. I actually put the link to the Kickstarter in our description of our video as well. But yeah, they're an awesome company. They've been super nice to us. They sent us a bunch of. They also have these. I think they call them dragon sheaths that you can put dice in and things, and they send up all these custom epic tales of Misplaced Meeples.
Misplaced Meeples.
Yes.
Ones.
What is this called?
What are we doing right now?
It is called the Epic Tales
but
of
you
Misplaced
can put
Meeples.
awesome dice in there.
Brought
This
to you
one's actually
by
Matt's. So hey Matt, come over and get your awesome thing. You're
yes.
soon. But yeah, they've got all sorts of cool D&D accessories. Another thing that's really cool if you're into board games, since Epic Gaming Night's all about board games, is they have a lot of these things that you can put on your table to hold all the different things. Basically like trays for all your different stuff, and they magnetically snap together, and there's all sorts of varieties of different things you can get with those trays. I'm actually going to be using, this is the dice tray that comes with that. I'm going to be using that to roll my dice in tonight, which is super awesome. And I'm going to be using my awesome Dogmite wooden dice, so hopefully I don't crit these guys too much. If we do, blame the crits on Dogmite.
And I there's a rumor that all of their wooden products smell like the beard of a sexy lumberjack.
Rumor? That is fact, sir.
All right, I know.
That is facts. Male and female lumberjacks, by the way.
That's right.
Hot-looking lumberjacks that are working on this wood, and you can see it, you can taste it. It's in there, buddy, and I'm loving it.
Nice.
Not McDonald's loving it, but just loving it. Hey, I will say though, from the get-go, because I'm not a big role player. I'm becoming one, but this stuff realistically is legit. This is so cool, and it's not cheap quality. This is something that I would give my 8-month-old to bang around, and everything would still.
Yeah, my kids play with a lot of the magnetic trays all the time, and my daughter likes to make towers out of them, and they have dice towers and stuff like that too. They sent me this Phoenix one before, but they have these cool magnetic dice trays that you can put together, and they have a little thing where the dice falls down, and you can.
And that's some laser etching in there, that's not cheap stuff. This really is. I'm ecstatic beyond belief. I really am.
It's Nerd 2.0, man.
So
it really is, man.
Dogmite sponsoring the epic tales of Misplaced Meeples, so make sure to check them out. So thanks, Dogmite.
If they weren't sponsored,
Thank you, Dogmite. You're the best.
Yeah. Their stuff really is awesome.
Cool. Well, let's get into a recap of what happened last episode, or within the last few episodes. So we were all trying to figure out what was going on with these missing persons in the town of Deepwell, and we got sent out by basically the innkeeper or the bartender at the Iron Ale Inn, sending us to try to find this little girl, Isabella, and we're trying to figure out what's going on. Lots of crazy stuff happened in the town, all over the place. But then we found ourselves chasing down this weird purple monster eyeball thing, chasing it through the woods and through a field, and it made some creepy mushroom things attack us. And we made it to this weird tower that we went through all sorts of weird trials, ended up fighting off like its spirit form in like a library, and then went through some more like test things trying to figure out how to get this portal to open, which involved bringing this weird lion wolf squid thing into our reality somehow. I don't know how that sort of thing happens. You have to listen to the last episode.
Micturation is the magical term. Yeah.
Oh, micturation? Okay. And then we ended up on the roof of this tower, where we found a man in a purple robe, which I think Matt had actually seen before. And he was the guy that Folly and Matt had seen drop a coin purse back in the town forever ago. Which kind of like started us off on this whole thing. But yeah, and Folly has a weird curse mark or some sort of mark thing on his hand that says soul. But yeah, so we're all trying to figure out where these missing people are, what's going on, and how to return Isabella to her family.
We haven't found Isabella though, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
we have no idea.
No clue.
Yeah, we still have to find her, then return.
Not even close.
Not even close. No actual trails of any Isabellas. Cool. So you guys all went through the portal and arrived on the top of this tower, and you see the guy in the purple robe standing there. And he basically like pulled open his robe and had like a staff that has like a green stone on the top of it. And you guys have seen green stones like this before. Actually, I think Adam's character and Crystal both have one of them.
The spirit gems?
Yes. And and this looks a little bit bigger than the ones that you guys have seen before. And he also he just flings open his purple robe and says, "I see that you've made it through my tower. How nice of you to bring one of these souls to me." And he pulls out this this demon-looking horn thing, and you guys are like, "What's going on?" And he basically pulls the cap off of this horn, and as he does that, you see Folly start starts looking around like, "What's going on, guys?" And he starts to become more transparent and starts to like almost become like stretched out towards this guy. You guys can roll for initiative too while we're at this.
And, Jesus! Already.
As Folly is starting to like disappear, it looks like he's going into whatever this horn is.
Dang!
And
Well, I rolled a 1, so
And he's
I'm
no
going
longer
last.
Oh.
You see Sparkles, which is the lion squid thing, start growling
Not me.
at this creature, or this dude as he's standing there, and Folly's disappearing and all this stuff. And you just hear like right before Folly disappears, you hear him yell, "Help!" and he's gone. Okay, everybody, what's your initiative?
17.
17.
20.
14.
Technically, I have a 4 with my dex modifier, but I imagine that is still probably last.
So, Turok is 17. Blemo is
14.
I said it wrong again. Belmo.
Yeah.
Always. No, please don't correct him.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't. I just laughed because it amuses
Hey,
me.
if we're gonna use fantasy names, it's gonna
Get him right. No.
Yeah, but you even got your own bird's name wrong.
be. Hey,
Your bird.
birds.
Not
don't-
our
It's
bird.
his
Your
birds
bird.
don't
bird.
need
He can call
names.
it whatever.
I can call it whatever I want to call it. What did you get, Crystal?
It's also dead.
You can call it dead.
I'm a 4.
Oh, you're going way fast. Matthew.
I got
M.
20.
Or Q. What do we call you? 20? What?
Malaqua. Yeah.
20?
Matthew's name is
19.
Malaqua.
Plus,
No.
no.
Malaqua.
Nope.
Not it. That's not it.
No. Softer on the end. You're putting the
Okay.
emphasis on the wrong syllable. Malaqua.
Malaqua.
Hey, Roy, can you click your video thing on Skype just so we can see you over on Skype again?
Will
Yes,
you
Sakin.
pass some of the Malaqua, please? That looks delicious.
Absolutely.
I will.
When he first, when
momentarily.
Belmo first sees the horn, I actually picture him reaching up and he covers E-Ray's eyes because he assumes that's a horn from it's like, oh, hi.
Can you reach up that high? Being a half.
I'm pretty tall.
Right. He's going straight up.
Just sort of
It's
jumping.
like a
Keep trying to.
pig in here. He's just going up.
He's like, don't look. The horn of your people.
By the frost of my beard, that's inhumane. He just
Nice. Awesome. Cool. So this guy looks like he's up to no good at all. And he's basically threatening you guys. So what are you doing, Matt? You are first to react out of the portal.
Well,
And he's human based.
he's a humanoid.
It seems like he's some sort of humanoid.
Got it.
And Folly's just gone.
Well, he's becoming ethereal, right?
Basically, as soon as you guys go through the portal and you step out on the thing, as you guys are getting grasp of what's happening, he pulls out this horn and pulls a cap off of it, and he disappears.
Okay, so Folly's gone.
Like he almost expected you guys to be coming up that way or something. Ooh. And this was his go at you guys. Let me do something.
But see, we don't know necessarily if Folly's gone because of the guy or because of that curse that was on his hand. So are you going to try to attack him?
yeah.
Malak, you are just going to go straight in for an attack? You're not going to talk or anything?
Doesn't seem like he wants to talk.
We're in initiative. He's only got a few seconds, so.
Yeah.
All right.
I would only be granted 6 seconds of speech, so just be like, "Hey, what you doing?" Okay, so I will cast Chromatic Orb.
Nice.
So I need to roll.
What color is it?
I'm gonna make it.
Please.
I'm gonna make it lightning, so it'll be white.
Nice.
Yeah. That is I need to stop using this dice. It's too good. It's a 22 to hit.
Holy smokes, that hits.
Okay. I'm gonna use a different dice. Now I need d8s. He takes 16 points of damage.
Holy crap!
What? Level 2, here we are.
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
Chromatic Orb is 3d8.
We're level 2,
What?
by the way, guys.
Dang.
Does it
Yeah.
like take up like one of? You can only use it like once a day or something.
No, it's 5th, so I can use it as many times as I have spell slots for it.
Oh, gotcha. So how many spell slots do you
no,
have
fine.
currently?
I only have one left
Okay, gotcha.
because I used one last session.
Use that thing up. Brave ball.
Sweet. You
On a level of
as
1 to
as
10,
this
how Dragon
lightning
Ball
like
Z is
hits
this
him,
one?
he kind of like brings his cloak over himself and like gets pushed back, and you can tell like his hair just gets blown back by this immense lightning strike that smacks this weird looking mage necromancer guy with some lightning. It's pretty gross. Anything else, Matt? Are you moving around? You guys are kind of like on the side
How
of the
far are we
woods.
away from him?
I mean, it's just the top of the tower, so it's really not a whole lot of space. But it's probably, I mean, it's the same size as the whole tower, but it's not like really, really far. But there is, as you look around, there is actually like a desk there and like a, it looks like some sort of like looking glass or like telescope that's actually pointed towards he's standing near the desk and the telescope, which are towards the woods, towards the way that you guys are. But yeah, and it's like back towards the town is where that's pointed towards. But you guys
is he though more like in the middle of the room base, or is he near a wall?
He's near.
Can
like,
I get behind him?
Say what? No, he's like closer over to the wall where this stuff is. So I mean, maybe you could get behind him, but he's up against the wall or closer to the wall currently. So
Sure.
you would have to like knock him away from it, maybe probably. So.
Sure.
I'll sort of sidestep so that people coming out of the portal have an easier chance to move, but
Cool.
I'm not going to go far.
And we all just kind of appeared on the roof, like away from that side. So
Gotcha.
we're just kind of like up there. But yeah, in whatever formation that we're up there, it appeared in. So cool. T.
All right, bro. So I am royally pissed that Folly is now gone because I am vengefully, loyal to my squad.
Yeah.
And so I Matrix bank scene, run up the side of the wall, and do a flip.
One thing to note is that
Yeah.
the wall is actually not that high here. So like there's like a few little things around. Like there's not a whole lot. It's probably like waist height.
I just need like a couple of steps, and then with my last step, as I shout parkour, I like flip over, and I pull out my my great axe, and as I come down somersault, I'm swinging with everything I can at him.
Okay, can I get you to do an agility check as you try to do this
Absolutely.
feat of amazingness? So you run at the wall and do an agility check. Here we go. Are you using those trusty new Dogmite dice?
I am. I got a 15.
Yeah, baby.
15? It actually works. You're able to like jump on the wall, and you actually, when you hit the wall, like the thing, you actually feel it budge a little bit, but it doesn't like fall off the edge. So like these stones on the edge that are holding, it's kind of like
As that happens,
castle.
subconsciously, I think diet. I don't say it because I'm still saying parkour, but I'm thinking like diet.
Yeah.
And I'm
But
flipping.
you bounce off and you attack this guy. So roll your attack to see if your axe lands.
Ooh, 13.
13. As you swing down, I guess I don't know if it was the lightning flashing in your eyes, but he manages to sidestep your swing from your acrobatics. So not quite there. But you're right there face to face with him now. So.
Just like where I'd love to be, right in the face of danger.
Turok doesn't play.
I don't.
Awesome. Belmo or Blemo, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you know, it's up to interpretation how you pronounce these names.
It is. It is.
I haven't even attempted to pronounce crystals yet because I'm just gonna get it wrong again.
E-Ray.
E-Ray.
I know, but I'm so nervous, guys. I'm so
Imagine
nervous.
it's spelled E-R-A-Y.
Okay.
Can I see? Do I see any trace of Folly at this point?
No. But
He's
he
gone. All
does
right.
have he has that horn in
horn?
one hand and he has the staff in the other. So,
Get that horn.
All right. Well, thank you, level 2, because my fighting style is now archery, so my longbow has just gotten a little. Yeah. So, Belmo is going to take aim specifically at the horn.
Okay.
So I'm going for the hand with the horn in it, and I just draw an arrow and I just let one go. That was the lick in the finger if you're listening.
Nice.
All right, we're going to go for it. Just for the record, my longbow is a +7 to hit at this point, which is just obtuse.
Jeez.
Nice.
Level
Level
like-
2?
Yeah, you can look it up. It's
awesome.
already it was +5 and then +2 with archery, so that's 21.
That probably.
You hit. I mean, you actually, you smack him in the hand and like he's gonna do some sort of, I mean, do your damage to him as well, but he's gonna try to do some sort of dexterity thing to try to do it, and we'll see how he rolls here. Yeah, you knock the horn right out of his hand and it just falls and clatters down at his feet.
It's only 1 point piercing. I got 1.
And E-Ray, do you know much about like infernal stuff and things like that with your character? Like from their background?
Like I probably don't know as much as I should. I know that I can speak, read, and write in Infernal,
Gotcha.
and I know that I have some abilities related to that. Like I have Hellish Resistance and Infernal Legacy and some stuff like that, but I don't actually know.
Let's make some story decisions now.
I about to say, just can you roll like an insight check, I guess?
Sure.
Just 'cause I feel like you're probably the one most likely to know.
So I rolled a 17. I don't even know what my modifier is to that, but that's pretty good.
Nice.
Let's see.
Oh,
it's a -1. It's actually it's a 16.
horn...
Sorry, my wisdom's -1.
Gotcha. Oh. Well, even with that, you notice and you're like, I definitely think this is some sort of like demonic entity horn that has been like taken to be obviously used for some sort of like magical purposes, but it's definitely not a good thing, and it looks like it's something used in like necromancy or something like that. So
it's like of the 9 hells.
Exactly. You're like, that is a horn of a demon. It's not like half demon tiefling things or anything like that. Like that is a horn of a demon. So creepy. Cool. So yeah, how much damage did you do to him? Adam?
Oh, at one. So I imagine that the arrow just grazed the palm enough to make him lose the horn.
Okay. So you mostly hit horn and hit his hand just barely.
Correct.
Awesome. With that, the guy in the purple robe is very upset. He's got this gigantic looking dragonborn thing in his face, and he holds out the rod, and this blast comes out of the rod, and just hits or tries to hit Toruk as he's right in front of him, and this is not gonna do it. I don't think. He got a 12 to your armor class, which is not even close.
Armor class is 19.
Yep. So you see this crazy like green energy come out of this rod, and your armor and like your scales just brush it off. So you're good to go. And he's actually gonna like step back like towards the desk away from Toruk a little bit. He's gonna basically just go like a step away, so that way he can kind of like shift, and he's not gonna like provoke any sort of attack with that. E-Ray, what's up?
We're gonna cast Poison Spray, because I don't have to roll for that.
Yes.
So he has to succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or if he does not, he'll take 1d12 of poison damage.
Okay. Let's see.
Of course, that's the one die I don't have. I know, Dogmite. I know you're getting
Dogmite. Yes. Thank you, Dogmite.
It's coming. I have literally every other die except for a d12, and so I'm gonna roll 2d6s if he fails.
It's statistically bizarre, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I know. It's not the same.
Who cares?
He succeeded against the defense check. He got a 20.
Well, then never mind.
He didn't roll a 20, but he got.
Yeah.
He got really, really high. So it doesn't have like a half damage or anything like that on this one?
No.
Okay.
It gets really more powerful once I level up a bunch, but it doesn't do anything else. Yeah, if they succeed, then nothing happens. Basically, I put my palm out, and I'm like, and nothing happening, and I'm just like waving at him really awkwardly now, and it's just weird.
Like a constipated wave. Like I've got poop.
Come on!
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not have had that second time
at the end of your palm.
Where do you want to be as far as movement goes? Are you going to move closer, or are you going to stay back? Because you're basically standing over there with. Well, I guess everybody else is over there except for Rob's character.
Bro, I don't run away.
Can I move toward where the horn dropped?
I mean, it dropped. I guess right where in between Rob and him. So.
Well, I don't want to block Rob.
Yeah.
So I want to be within I want to be near the horn. I don't in case he tries to go for it. in theory.
Gotcha.
So whatever. I'll just
Am
be.
I allowed to control Sparkles, or are you controlling Sparkles, Roy?
I'm going to currently control Sparkles, but hey, if you want to say what you want Sparkles to do, let me know.
Got it.
Cool. So now it's Sparkles' turn. You're going to shout out a command.
Yes. Sparkles, play fetch. Grab the horn.
Gotcha.
Grab it.
Okay.
Grab the horn.
How smart was this thing? Oh, he's doing good. So,
You get stats for stuff. I can pull the stats up for you.
no, I got it.
It's like a Pokemon that doesn't have the badges.
I have it. Oh yeah, you don't have
We
the
could
badges.
do the Pokemon RPG next.
He's like
Since they're indignantly.
Sparkles is loafing. No, I'm just kidding. No.
boy.
So you see Sparkles, he's like sneering and growling at this guy, but he runs up to your side, and you see one of the tentacles come down from like his mane and like reaches out and grabs the horn, and it looks like it's getting tangled up in Sparkles' mane now.
The horn is getting tangled up in his mane.
Well, like he's pulling it into like his mane where all his tentacles are.
Got it.
They're like undulating and kind of drawing it in.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
can I tell him to like step back, like to get out of my way?
Not currently. We can go back to the top. But he's just beside you, so he's not in between you and him because his tentacles are long enough to reach out. But that's what Sparkles
Sweet.
did. It's back to you, Matt.
I guess I will try to get up close to him. Can I get within touching range?
Bro, don't do it.
Okay.
You can,
I'll get up.
because in my
Go ahead.
imagination, like he was on the wall, and then he backed away like around, like so he's kind of he's not like Rob and them are not in between you and him because Rob ran up along the side of the wall. So yeah, you have a straight line of shot to him, so you can walk up to him, and then you'll kind of like be cornering up against the wall a little bit on all sides.
Okay, yeah. I want to run up alongside him and sort of try and grab his hand and cast Shocking Grasp.
Oh, dang.
And I'm... That's 21 to hit. I haven't changed dice and everything.
Wow, yeah, that hits.
Okay. And he takes 6 damage.
Goodness.
Lightning damage.
You see him kind of like reel from that a little bit, like all this lightning's happening all over the place, but that wasn't as bad as the first chromatic orb thing you hit him with. So
Yeah.
you can see like the edges of his robe are like starting to be singed from all this lightning damage. So awesome.
All right, can I cast a spell and do a melee attack, or do I have to do one or the other?
Depends on your spell's cast time.
The Thunderous Smite only its duration is up to a minute.
What's the cast?
Not duration,
time?
casting time.
Casting time, 1 bonus action.
Yep, then you can do it at an attack. Bonus action.
Boom. Bro.
Nice.
So I am casting Thunderous Smite on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And as I do this, I yell for Malakwa, soft on the end, to duck.
Okay.
I spin like the prettiest ballerina to try to like decapitate this thing as hard as I can. Like this is home run, Babe Ruth pointing at the wall, ballerina, beautiful princess spin at this guy's face.
Nice.
And I got crap. No, I get to add 15.
As you come down and swing towards him, he like holds up his hand, and you see like these weird runes like appear in the air, and your weapon hits that and doesn't make it straight through, so you end up not being able to connect with him.
All right, I quit.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's all right.
New dice, thanks. No, I'm just kidding. Awesome.
And I wasted my spell.
Was there anything? Oh, your spell was to like boost the attack or whatever.
Yeah, if I hit him, I was gonna do like a lot. Like it would have killed him. Hopefully.
Ooh.
Hopefully, maybe.
Oh, were you doing your like divine smite thing?
Thunder Smite.
My thunderous smite.
Oh, typically you don't have to declare that until you hit or not.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 'cause it's a bonus action, so.
So yeah,
Okay.
I normally
You
would
don't
go
have to
after.
You hit and you go, pump it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you
Got
hit,
it.
you make contact, and then you're like,
Louder!
and thunderous smite.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I mean, I can't do anything else, can I?
Yeah. I mean, you haven't moved. You made the attack, so you're kind of like right there in front of him already. Anyway.
I'll jump back like 5 or 10 feet or whatever. Not like all the way back
just
to the
shifting
group,
back a little bit,
but just like
so that he doesn't
enough.
have to
where he can't-
attack you or anything.
Well, enough where he can't like physically touch me himself. He'll have to move to touch me.
Okay. Belmo.
So, Belmo is going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
He just gives him the wink and the gun, and he's like, "I'm here, Huckleberry," and
Hey, it's a good movie.
heck yeah, and he looses another. I'm just remaining right now at the back side of the top of the tower, right where we came out of the portal. And I loose another arrow at him. That's gonna be 22 to hit.
Holy crap! Yes, that hits.
And with Hunter's Mark, I get the extra D6 and 6 points of damage.
Dang.
Thank God for Hunter's Mark, because that was another one on my damage die that I just rolled.
Now, I do have a question about damage and stuff. Like, my hit bonus is 2d10s, but my great axe does 1d12 slashing. So, like, what do I choose?
Your bonus is 2 hit.
All right, we'll talk about it later. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I mean, I meant to, but I apologize for interrupting.
Cool.
No, you're cool.
Cool. So the purple robed guy says, the arrow hits him and hits right in his side, and you see him like reel and go, I'm tired of your insolence. Stay out of what you don't know what you're doing. And you see him like raise the staff up, and you see these spirits come out of the staff and rush towards Belmo, who's standing over on the other side of there with the wall. And these spirits are like basically just pushing you up and trying to push you off of the wall. Can I get you to do a
Hands off my
save?
beard!
Can I try to get you to do a dexterity save?
Dex save. Oh, the last bits of frost in my beard. Dex save. Oops, sorry. What's my? I forgot my dex bonus. That's 17.
17. It pushes you up, and you kind of like land on like the edge of these rocks. Like you're almost losing your balance as you're almost getting pushed all the way off. And then this
So like on the rampart kind of.
yeah. Like I mean,
tower?
it's not like a tower. Like it's like jagged edges, like a castle. Like there's like these stone outcroppings like up there. So you're like on the top of a building and it's just like open air around you guys, and you're like on the edge of one of these things like that Rob kicked off of to like attack this guy, and you're like dangling on the edge of that, and you see the spirits come back around and try to push E-Ray as well. So can I get you to make a dex save? And you're more towards like the middle of the thing, right?
Yeah, I was like really close to him. But so I rolled a 7, so with my dex, that's a 10 total.
Okay. So this pushes you back like towards the edge of the wall as well, and smacks you like up against the edge of the ramparts, but doesn't like actually end up, or not ramparts, but just like the stone things, and ends up making you take 3 damage.
Okay.
I didn't add our hit points back up from last time we played. I guess we should have gained hit points equal to how much we went up.
Yeah,
Right?
probably.
Yep.
Cool.
So I gained 7 and just lost 3, so add 4 to mine.
Gotcha. So you should be at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Or am I wrong?
Nope, that's right.
Nice. Cool. Awesome. Okay. So next, it is going to be your turn, E-Ray. He slammed you up against the wall with these weird spirit things.
It's interesting, like, I have, like, a literal demon, like, that, like, I'm in service to, and I'm looking at all of my skills and abilities, and I'm a horrible fighter. I can't do any damage. Like, my weapons are all at D4, and the poison spray is the only, like, actual damage I can cast. I can cast Fairy Fire, which will make it fighting him easier for everybody else, but if anybody else is standing next to him when I cast it, then it'll affect them as well. Fairy Fire basically illuminates anything within a cube in whatever color light I pick, and then all rolls against that thing have advantage.
Well,
but I don't want
Matt's
them to have
right
advantage
beside
against
him,
you guys.
right? And then then Rob stepped back and Sparkles was a little bit bad.
Should I put him to sleep? I don't know. I don't have anything good. I guess I should just attack him with my daggers if I can get up. If I'm close enough to get up to him with my movement.
Cool.
Because I don't have anything good to cast, so I'm just gonna attack with my daggers. I rolled a 14, and my attack bonus with my daggers is +5, so 19.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Okay. Well, it doesn't hit for much though, because it's a D4, which I can't roll in the dice tower. So, let's see. Oh, that's a 1.
Hey, every damage helps.
Yeah, one piercing damage in case that makes a difference.
I can't do any, so
Cool.
you're doing fine, Crystal.
Next time I get to pick some new spells. I need to pick some that can kick booty a little better.
So, it's Sparkle's turn. He's got this horn in his hands, and you see like the tentacles where he's holding the horns start to like turn black, and you hear him yelp a little bit, but he's still holding on to it. And he ends up taking some damage. So, I guess, he's gonna just do whatever he wants to do. You said to get back with it, right, Rob?
Yeah, I told him to get out of the way.
Cool. Well, he's not technically in the way right now. Well, I guess it would be if he jumped and attacked this guy, he would be in the way.
Well,
Right.
to get it back to our crew, because the guy was holding that, so it seems like it was important.
Cool. He's going to try to like whip out like one of his other tentacles and slash at the guy in the purple robe, and then he's going to try like step back as well after this. He misses as he tries to swing tentacles at him, but you see that he is like trying to attack this thing, but was not successful, and he like steps back behind you, Turuk. And it's back to you, Matt.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll do another shocking grasp.
You're like, shock this guy.
That's all I do. Electric stuff. That's why I'm blue. 21 again. I keep rolling different D20s and keep coming up with 16s.
I
need to stop.
That'll hit. Why would you need to stop?
I can go roll the really.
Why do you have
I could go.
Where do you get your +5 modifier?
It's part of the spell. It has a +5 to hit. So your axe should have a to hit modifier.
It gives an extra +1, I'm pretty sure.
2 damage. Here we go. Getting it in big time.
We're gonna take his armor off chink by chink. Just deep, deep, deep.
Do I get to add my
But
strength
this time-
modifier as well?
To the to hit bonus?
Well, like when I'm rolling my dice.
You should have like an actual just regular to hit bonus on your character sheet.
Well, I have my proficiency bonus. That's all I've been adding is my +2.
Next to your
so your proficiency bonus is to your. Go ahead.
No, it said next to your weapon. It should say attack bonus on your character sheet, Rob.
It says 1d12.
Not the damage type. The
Damage type is slashing.
The
So
to hit
in the
bonus
attack
should
bonus,
be-
it should have a plus and then a number, technically.
Yeah, it should
Like
be
my-
your proficiency plus whatever your strength mod is, I believe. So it should be.
And for my daggers, I think it was
Five
like my
percent.
proficiency plus my dexterity, since daggers are a dex weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Matt, are you doing anything else, or just shocking the man? And
Yeah. I would like to use my bonus action to do my tempestuous wind thing.
Nice.
I don't remember what it's called. Tempestuous magic, yeah. So I want to kind of go all whirly-bird and then float 10 feet away from him without invoking opportunity attacks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're like back. Are you going back towards where Belmo's hanging on or standing on the edge of the thing, or
Yeah.
but like actually on the actual roof?
I'll try to stay more in the middle. Actually,
Okay.
no, I will go to the edge, just in case.
Cool. All right, Rob. Now is the chance. Now's the time. This guy has stolen your friend. He's been
Yeah. I just
sidestepping
need
your
to
attacks.
find where I get this bonus because that could change some
It
things.
should be your proficiency plus your
Plus your strength
mod.
modifier.
Man,
Yeah,
I would have been hitting you, dude. Oh, bro,
That's it.
because I would have been like at 18 and 19.
Ah,
That
fix
would,
that
that would
meta
make a
game.
difference.
Fix that meta
because
game.
Crystal hit on a 19. All right, listen. The rage I'm feeling cannot even. It's not even on the same playing field that the rage that T is feeling right now. He is so pissed. He's going all out, man. This is strike 3. If he misses, he's just gonna go back through the portal and go home. He's
Here
done.
comes the one.
21.
Roll up a new character.
Nice.
I rolled
Cool.
at
Totally
21.
hit.
And it's the same as before. I swang with everything, and I also, as soon as it connected, I felt good about this one. Like I started to get a little butterflies. As soon as I connected, I shouted thunderous smite.
Nice.
So for my attack, I roll 1d12 for the great axe, right? Or do I roll the 2d10s?
It's 1d12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it should be like plus something too, right? I think it's like +1 just because it's magical.
Your strength mod.
So
So
I think
that's-
it's like plus your strength mod, then plus the extra like 1 just for being magical. So because
Alright,
it's
so
a
that's-
plus
Oh,
1,
if it's a magical weapon, it'll also have plus to hit too.
right? Yeah, it
it
should
is
have
magic.
+1 to hit. Yeah,
So then that is an 11.
nice.
And then because I did Thunderous Smite, the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with a thunder and is audible within 300 feet, and the attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target.
Ouch.
Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away or be knocked to prone. I just did 19 damage to you.
And this also like knocks him back.
Yes, and it did. It did.
He doesn't knock him back unless he fails the saving throw, Roy.
Right.
Okay.
You either get knocked back 10 feet, and if you can't go 10 feet, you go prone.
Gotcha. Cool. He definitely fails the saving throw, and you like knock him back up against the desk and like over the edge of the ledge, and he stands up on it. And as he's standing there, he says, "You guys have bested me this time," and you just see him like fall over the edge of the.
Can
the
I
tower.
jump and try to catch him?
I mean, he's falling off the side of the tower.
I have a tail though, so I'm hoping my tail will like.
I
rope
think you're out
me
of
down.
actions for this round. You slash
Well,
the
I
guy
only get the
and
one
hit him
attack
back
action.
and knock him back.
Yes, you get 1 action each round.
And
Okay, never mind.
I also want to jump and try to grab him as well.
I mean, as long as we're in Fairyland, I thought we could do whatever we wanted.
I mean, you can, but then
Yeah.
the DM gets to say no.
That is true.
Cool.
There are still physics.
Belmo, this guy just took a dive off the edge of the tower. You're standing on the mostly the opposite end of that tower. What are you gonna do?
That's a good question. How many feet away is the other edge of the tower? Can I get there with my regular
it's
movement?
probably like.
I'm 35 speed, 35 feet.
I mean, yeah, 35 would make it all the way across. I'm pretty sure.
All right, so I'm gonna go run to the other edge. When I get up, my back just cracks. Oh! And in the fastest hobble that you've ever seen, just bow-leggedly, go to the end of the tower and look down to see if I see him still.
Yeah. So you run over there like as fast as you can as he's falling. So let me get you to make like a perception check to see if you can like see exactly what's going on. It's like 4 stories down, so it's kind of like, this is interesting. What's going on? Or if you made it fast enough, or whatever.
All right. That's a 2.
A 2.
So +1, 3. So yeah, whatever.
As you look down, you actually like don't see him just down there at all. You're like, I mean, you would expect to see a dead purple guy laying on the ground, but you don't actually perceive anything. You're like, oh, well, okay. And
He seems to be gone.
I would imagine we're out of initiative now.
Yeah.
E-Ray, is there anything else
That
you want to
makes-
do, or?
Sad.
Oh, are we still in initiative?
I mean, I don't know how fast you guys are trying to do things or what's going on. So
I mean, if he's gone, he's gone. I'm definitely just like YOLO, whatever. I don't care. I tried to poison him. I ended up waving awkwardly. I kind of gave him a tiny stab with a knife. He's gone now. I'm just like, whatever.
cool. Cool. So we can be out of initiative.
Can I go over to Sparkles and try to pet him so he releases the horn and I can give it
Yeah.
to somebody in our group?
Yeah, as soon as you come over to him, he like drops it in front of you, and you can see like there's some sort of like black like burning marks like all over the tentacles that he was trying to hold it on with, and you can tell like he's whimpering a little bit because of the pain of like trying to hold on to this thing.
I start to just love on him and kiss on him and just tell him how beautiful he is. And I don't even care about the pee smell or anything. I'm just like, you're just so great.
Nice.
And I kick the horn out of the way a little bit so somebody else can grab it.
Gotcha.
And then I play with my buddy for a minute.
Gotcha.
I'm actually going to pick it up. I'm going to see what happens when I pick it up specifically.
Oh, just pick it up.
Yeah. Well, because I figure if anybody is going to be able to hold on to it safely, I have a better shot than anyone else. So
Gotcha.
potentially, I'm gonna not do it gingerly, but I'm gonna attempt to grab it and see what happens.
Cool. Let me get you to make a Constitution save.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh god.
So even with my Constitution bonus, that's a 6.
Oh shit.
Nice. So
Y'all are rolling like gods tonight, and I cannot roll above like a 5.
So as you hold on to this thing, it seems to burn you the same way that it's burning sparkles, and like just like this blackness like is around it, sort of like, and it seems like it's somehow cursed, or it has to do with curses, and it burns your skin of 4 points of necrotic damage.
Dang. All right, I drop it.
Ow. Cool.
We're gonna rest soon anyway. It's fine.
It's
a little
okay.
necrotic damage never hurt anybody.
I mean, it just makes you stronger, you know?
Definitely.
Cool.
I want to look cool in front of my other tiefling friends.
All the other tiefling friends that are around here right now.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna tell them stories later. It's good.
What's everybody's current hit points, by the way? Because I don't have it right on here currently.
I am sitting at 10.
Okay.
I was at 11 based off of our last week.
Gotcha. Cool. And Belmo, what's your HP?
I'm at 18.
Oh, you're fully healed, or?
I am. Oops.
Because you were slightly damaged. You were down to 5.
Yeah, so that would actually put me at.
Are we still in this like other plane, or are we just on top of a tower?
I think the portal just took us to the top of the tower. Like,
as you guys look around, it seems like that's the case, because it looks like you're at the top.
Is that the only way in and off this floor?
It seems so.
I have 11 right now, Roy, but I'm at 18 is my new max. Sorry.
Cool.
Does the portal change or like flicker at all now that the creature is gone? Is it like something that we need to hurry up and jump through? And also, because he's gone, do we see any type of resemblance of Foley being back?
You guys went through the portal, and there wasn't anything on the other side. You just you appeared on top of the roof of this building. So
there's nothing behind. There's no portal behind us or anything.
Can I get you to make a perception check, Rob?
You got this. You got this, T.
I got this, bro. Oh, okay, sweet. 16.
Nice. As you're petting Sparkles and looking around, trying to figure out like what's up with the portal, you see kind of where this guy in purple was standing. There's like a piece of paper on the ground, like a folded up piece of paper. And it looks like the edges of it are like singed and burnt, maybe from like all the electrical damage that had maybe happened to this guy. Maybe it fell out of his robe while he was being attacked by you guys. But yeah, you find a piece of paper there.
That's it? Nothing about Foley or anything?
I mean, it might have writing on it or different
all
things.
right.
Like
let's pick that piece of paper up.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, so if you want to pick it
As
up.
I do, I bend over and I'm like, litter bug.
Yeah. So if you want to find the paper, can you get your dogmite thing that you have? And the top of your dogmite thing, can you take the foam out of it?
Oh,
get out of here! No, you didn't, dude.
No.
Bro.
Dude.
No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't. You really did.
I'm so glad he didn't find that before right now, because that would have been like, he would have been like, what the heck is this? This litter bug? Throw it away.
It's fantastic.
First of all, I feel dumb for not looking this thing completely over. But I also, wow, this is awesome. All right, so I'll read it aloud. Malkin, we will let you continue your foul experiments if they yield outcome. You must work harder to not raise suspicion. People are asking too many questions. You know the sacrifices must be made so that the beast is not awakened. Bring the stones. Come the full moon, or we shall end your meddling and find other, more willing servants. R.H.
Mm.
I just want to say kudos to you.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did this, bro.
I handed that thing to you at because I didn't give that to you until like International Tabletop Day. I was like so nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, Please don't look into it, Rob. Please don't look at it that much, Rob. Please, because I was like, it's gonna be ruined.
Well, I mean, I looked at it, but I never took out the foam stuff because I was like, all right. I mean, yeah, there's no reason to do that. But oh my gosh, now anytime you hand me anything,
Yeah, and now Roy, when he mails the rest of us ours, like now he can't hide anything in those because
Now you know. Yeah, I made it happen. Cool. So, is there anything to discuss?
Can Belma wants to walk over to the how about this? I'm going to walk over to that looking glass that in my head looks just like the creepy ass looking glass in The Last Jedi.
It looks like
okay.
a telescope, sort of. But
Oh,
okay.
shut up! Come on, I want to look like that.
I actually haven't seen The Last Jedi, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, never mind. It's like a giant, just glass looking glass. I will go look at the telescope.
Yeah,
you haven't seen The Last Jedi?
I know that makes me a terrible person, doesn't it?
You are a bad
it does
person.
not make you a terrible person. It makes you a busy person.
I am very
No,
busy.
he's not
it's
that
in
busy.
It's in Redbox now, and I'm like, I should get that, but I don't have time to watch it. I should get it. I'm gonna get it eventually.
Yeah, just go Redbox. It's worth your $1.
But yeah, it looks like if you like look into the telescope thing, it looks like it's pointed over towards the town. And if you look at it, like you can see Deepwell, like it's just over the tower is tall enough where it's over the trees that you guys came through and past the like farms and things like that, and you can just see Deepwell, and it's pointed towards like the
Ironwood Inn.
It's actually pointed towards like the like town hall of the city. So,
Dude, I turn around and I'm like, I think RH is the mayor.
The mayor.
It turns out that this purple guy he is staring at the town hall. This gesture.
Yeah, but he could have been looking at the town because that's where he was getting his victims from.
I can't argue with that. Belmo just grunts. He is.
Thanks for that, Crystal. Roy Hannaday, great.
You're welcome. I mean, the people on YouTube wanted a conjecture as to what RH could stand for, and that's what I came up with.
Nice.
You're not wrong.
Cool. So you guys are literally on the roof of this tower. I mean, there's no stairs. So
This is it.
And hold on. Okay, Foley is still in this
Limbo,
horn in some capacity.
Yeah.
And we can't touch it, but we need. I want to take it with us somehow. I want to figure out a way to take. Does anybody have like? I don't actually know what equipment I have on me other than
I
my,
do
like,
have
armor.
a backpack.
Yeah, I mean, everybody
Roll
should
it
have
up in
like
a bedroll.
bags
Yeah.
and bedrolls and things like
How
that.
tall is the tower?
It is basically 4 stories, so like
About
40
40
feet.
All right. Well, I have 50 feet of rope that we can use to climb down.
Cool.
Well, we have to get the horn first. And was there anything else in the desk?
Oh, I'm not saying we're done here. I'm just saying to get down. There's no other way to get down.
Are you gonna look through the desk, Ire?
Yes, please.
Cool.
What saving throw do I need to make this time from the trash desk?
No, I mean you're basically just looking through and you see a bunch of different papers, and a lot of them are like weird papers with symbols on them and all sorts of things that you could only assume. I mean, since you're a warlock, you know a little bit about like, hey, this is all weird, like infernal necromancy and weird pacts and things like that, like doing basically like black sorcery and things like that.
I mean, can I actually read what it says though? Since I now have Eyes of the Rune Keeper and I can read all writing. So is there?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was one of my new Eldritch invocations that I picked up when we hit 2nd level.
Yeah,
so
so
I can read all writing.
You pick up this tome
Should
off
level
of
2
there,
goth.
and basically it's basic. it's like inside the desk. The desk has this is a desk that's on a roof, so like it didn't have much stuff on the top. But like if you open one of the drawers, there's this tome there, and you're reading through, and it's literally talking about different sorceries that you can use to basically take people's souls out of their body and like use them for magic. And it talks about like how to convert people into these different like get a bunch of different bottles, different souls, and use those for magic. So basically, it's some sort of weird necromancy where he's actually using people's souls to be able to
fuel.
And as you read along, it goes through like different incantations of like how to like extract these souls from people and turn them into stones as well. And it goes through and shows like this layout of like a giant room with all these different runes that you would need on the ground. It's like actually like a big area, and kind of like shows like different stuff like that. That's all written in this ancient tome. It's just because you're not as familiar with like that exact necromancy magic. You can read it, but you don't necessarily fully grasp what like exactly it means. But it shows like depictions of like a giant room with like runes all over the floor, and shows like pictures of bodies standing on the like people standing on the different runes, and then them like turning into ash, and like their souls turning into a stone that will appear in the middle of the room, and things like that. Just really weird stuff, and you find it actually kind of unsettling as you're reading through the stuff.
Do I see anything in the book about reversing any of the spells in any way, shape, or form? Or is it all just one way, turning people into energy and stones?
As you're looking through, it seems like this is a book that is all about just evil and bad stuff. So it doesn't actually go into any of the details of how to reverse or undo the incantations. I mean, you think to yourself, I mean, it's magic. I mean, if there's magic that can do this sort of thing, maybe there's some sort of magic that could undo it, but it doesn't seem like this is going to give you the correct information.
Okay.
But yeah, can I get you to do a perception check also as you're like digging through the desk?
Yep. Yay, that's a better roll! I rolled a 19 plus... Where's my... that's probably fine. I don't even need to... Whatever the plus is. Where's perception? Oh, that's wisdom again, so -1, so 18.
Cool. In one of the drawers, you find like... underneath one of the drawers, it has like a false bottom almost, and you like pull that out, and there's a dagger underneath there that is actually a magic dagger that you can it seems like as you hold it and you're looking at it and examining it, it seems like this would be a really good dagger to cast spells through. So whenever you cast spells through this dagger, you get +1 to your attack and +1 to damage. So yeah, it seems like it's just a magic +1 dagger. It's
the Elder
I'll want
dagger.
more details about how that works later. I'm just going to write it down for now.
Cool. And that's there.
So Belmo's like, "What did you learn in those infernal texts, my demonic friend?"
So this dude has been capturing people's souls and turning them into these stones, or just like using their energy to cast spells. I can't understand exactly how all of this works, but like I'm imagining that Isabella was definitely taken for this, and now maybe Foley is trapped in here, and there's nothing in the book about how to get him back out. But I mean, if the magic put him in there, and obviously that thing is still like, it exists, it's there, he hasn't used Foley for anything yet, maybe we can get him back out again somehow. I just don't, there's nothing in here about how to fix it.
Belmo immediately falls to his side, to his elbow, and just yells into the horn, "Foley, can you hear me?"
Do you actually touch the horn?
No, I'm just cupping my hand.
It actually has like
yelling.
it looks like it's like this black horn thing that has kind of almost like it's just long and has a little bit of a curl to it, but it's got like a big like stopper cap in the top of it, But it just seems to be like glowing with like this. Yeah, very similar to that, but it's glowing.
Like the horns I should be wearing, but I'm not tonight. So.
It's just kind of faintly glowing with this like dim black glow. Is anybody, or purplish black glow, is anybody gonna do any other kind of checks or anything on it, or?
Should we just wrap this thing up, guys?
Well, the problem is we don't know. We don't know where the people are. We don't know where Isabel is. We don't know where Folly is. We know there's a pervert watching people getting dressed in the town. And we also know
if you see what you see, it's an accident, right?
Everybody we attack gets away from us.
Oh, that killed me.
What was it?
I'm gonna have another look at just to make sure everybody's safe in the town. I'll be right back.
No, they're fine. They're fine. Hey, what time of the day is it right now, Roy?
Well, seeing that you guys like got here at daybreak and you went through the tower, it's like afternoon now. So, because you guys like ran through the night for the most part. Oh wait, didn't y'all stop for like a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So,
can I do a perception check to see anything else besides woods in town? Like, can we manipulate the telescope to be able to look in any other direction, or is it stuck and fixated only on the town?
If you wanted to look like to the opposite side of the tower, it's kind of like on the edge of the tower, like attached a little bit, so it'd be hard to look the opposite direction, but you can like look around and different things.
I'm just trying to get like any type of geographical clues as to like where we should go next.
I mean, if it's a touristy telescope, you have to deposit like 2 copper pieces in it to use it, though, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I wish we could deposit it, but you gave them all to the old ladies that I kept dropping in
You
town.
can hear the clockwork mechanisms inside of it trying to shut off the time.
Yeah.
Nice.
All of our cheap little gold pieces were deposited to all the people we hurt back in town. So,
But as you look around, you see just the landscape and things around.
but we don't notice any other type of structure other than woods and the town.
I mean, there's other structures, but nothing like out of the ordinary. I mean, nothing that's like, oh, that's the way the guy would be. I mean, just fantasy landscape.
The second
All right, well, how about
evil
this?
nerve
Fantasy land, do we see anywhere where there could be a pond or a lake where we could probably go and fill up and relax and chill or anything like that?
Is there an oasis we can go to?
Well, I mean, is there water anywhere nearby?
I mean, honestly, the town isn't that far away. Like,
Yeah, I mean, we got here in a couple hours or whatever. Not
Okay,
it
but
wasn't
when we
even
left
that
the
long.
town,
Like, you guys
they
went
were
through a
chasing
farm and
us
through the
out of the
woods,
town.
and you chased the guy down. So.
And see, the thing is that my concern is there doesn't seem to be, once again, a corpse. So all we have is this
If
very
we go back
evil.
to the town,
horn.
we're screwed right now.
I mean, I feel like we might be able to get by with the horn, but other than that, I'm not sure what else we can do with it.
It's no Isabella, guys, but we have this demon horn. Don't touch it.
She's
touch
probably there. This is
Hey,
Belmo-
I'm not
Belmo-
an Isabella fan.
Belmo
She's a
takes his
liar.
bedroll
She's not a
out.
hero.
I throw my bedroll over the top of the horn and see if I can grab it through the bedroll. I just go for it.
All right. Well,
As you do that, it seems like if you don't touch it directly with like your hands or your skin, then it seems to actually be fine.
does it not interact or does it not react at all to the bedroll? So it seems like it only reacts to flesh, from what we can tell.
Yeah, it seems like whatever sort of protection is on it is not necessarily
Just to living creatures or living things.
right. Yeah,
so
yeah.
far.
It'll burn you if you do it directly. I mean, I wouldn't accidentally like fall asleep on that bedroll. You might end up touching it or something.
All right. Well,
Belmo
I
sleeps
tie a
good in the
rope.
cold, so he doesn't care.
With the
Like you
horn
said-
in there with you, so just like
No, I mean, Belmo doesn't even use the bedroll. It's much
Oh,
too
gotcha,
warm in
gotcha.
this climate for him anyway.
cool.
Forget
I
it.
begin
He's
to
Belmo
tie
the
rope
Frost.
around one of the things so we can crawl down, but I tie it in a way because I'm the captain of the knots to be able to release once we all get down.
Oh,
So I've taken the horn and put it wrapped in my bedroll into my.
Cool. So
All right, after I tied the knot, I scream parkour, do a double backflip somersault over the edge of the tower, grab onto the rope, and slide down.
Dexterity
Dex.
check.
Just parkour.
Agility check.
Parkour.
Acrobatics.
Oh, boom. Bro, 21. And not only do I do that, I kick my feet in the air and I do an
That's like
ollie 360 spin. And I see a feather from Twerp in one of the sides, and I don't even stop to grab it. I'm just, a tear starts to come down. A Twerp tear for the feather.
So sad. So sad.
Parkour.
Cool. Sparkles is up there wondering how he's going to get down from this tower, looking down at this tiny little rope.
Big guy, I'll catch you. Come on.
Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna lose Sparkles.
Everybody's about to take 4d10 damage. This is great.
Belmo secretly kind of wants to kill him and eat him anyway, so it's not like he's that worried.
I don't even like Sparkles. I just don't want the animals to die.
You don't like Sparkles?
No! Sparkles is gross.
He appears to be.
Sparkles is kind of gross.
Yeah, he's nasty. I don't like Sparkles.
How could you say that?
It's just some sort of weird hentai creature. It
Hey,
it's got a bunch of
he
tentacles.
is our number one pet. That was a pee joke.
He is our number one. I like it. Well, as of right now, I'm still downstairs, and I'm waiting for you guys to climb down.
Cool. Is everybody else gonna do dex checks to go down?
I can do
climb down normally, or
40-foot climb, I assume. Dex check.
There's
right?
no other way.
Yeah,
Except for the rope,
there was no stairs off the roof. You guys came up through a portal.
Well, I know, but I was saying, like, if we didn't do it with all the
Oh, yeah,
acrobatics,
yeah, definitely.
theoretically, we could just climb down the rope slowly.
14, Roy.
14.
I'm just worried. I've been rolling poorly. Okay, I rolled a 14, so with my dex, that's 17, so I'm fine.
Cool.
You think?
I should set up my second webcam. Oh, no, I wouldn't be able to do it on Skype, though, with 2 webcams, would I? Because then I could have, like, a dice cam. But
Yeah.
we don't have room for that.
Matt, you just fly down.
Yeah. I was literally going to say that. I was literally going to untie the rope and then drop it and then jump off the side of the thing and then use use my racial feature to cast levitate and then just
So Sparkles
stop.
is still up on the roof, like he's not
Yep.
dexterous enough to go
Climb down a rope. Yeah, no.
a rope. E-Ray's like, yeah, good, great, awesome. Leave him.
What? I didn't. I'm just even.
I
climbed down the rope.
I'll give him a ration out of my pack, pat his head, and say, "Good boy, go back wherever it was that you came from."
And actually, as you're doing that, you see he starts to slowly like this portal beneath him opens up, and it seems like he disappears into wherever he once came from.
Does he leave behind like a puddle of urine?
No, that was you, Rob, not him. That was you.
He's the janitor. He just gets real mad. It's just like,
As all of you come down, I just give you a look like, screw you. Just don't talk to me.
Nice.
That's it.
Well, E-Ray, I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Can I get everyone to make a perception check?
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet he tasted like chicken.
Oh, nope, not me. Whatever you're doing, it's not me. I rolled a 1.
ooh, 18.
I also got an 18.
Nice.
13.
Man, you know what? Clearly, I need those dog mite dice because you can't play D&D well without them.
So you guys look around the area where the guy fell off the side of the thing, and Belmo didn't see anything there. You guys don't notice, like you would expect to see if the guy died or fell down and was there. There would be a body. There's nothing there at all. But you do notice as you're looking around, like this bluish mist floating around, like coming out of the wall, a little bit of the tower. And it almost reminds you of the spirits that you saw before a little bit, but its face isn't quite distorted the same way, and it actually comes right up to you guys, and it looks like it's trying to like talk to you, and its mouth is moving. And it looks like just like this older guy with a beard, but it definitely does not look at all like the guy you saw on the roof. But he has like this floppy hat, and he sort of has like a staff in his hand, but he's trying to speak to you, but nothing's coming out at all.
So he is similar to like the.
He's like ethereal, like the spirit things you saw and you fought in the town when the weird eyeball thing had, I guess, summoned them to attack you guys. But this is a different color, and yeah.
I'll cast the message cantrip.
Okay.
And whisper a message to him. It's just like, "Hey man, you okay?" But he can reply to it, or normal people can reply to it. I don't know if he would be able to, but
got you. As you do the message cantrip, how does that work? Like you hear it in your head, basically, and it's not audible?
Yes.
Do you do it just for you and him, or how does that work?
Yeah, just for me and him. We're the only two that would get to hear it, I guess.
Cool. Well, he says, "Adventurers, I saw that you attacked that evil necromancer on the top of the tower." And he says, he brought me here, and he was trying to steal my soul. He has a lair underneath this place that he tries to extract souls from beings, and I used my art of magic to turn into an astral being, but in doing so, my body was destroyed, and I'm stuck and bound to this place, but I have no way to get back.
Huh. I'll literally just reiterate that entire thing to the party verbatim as he's saying it.
How big is this tower?
Say what?
40 feet tall.
40 feet
Well,
tall.
I'm just saying, like, circumference. Like, can I do, like, a quick jog around to see if there's, like, a back cellar door or something like that?
Yeah, if you go around the outside, it looks like it's just a regular tower.
No cellar door or anything to underneath?
No, nothing, like, on the outside walls or anything like that would indicate that you would be able to go up under.
And
Can I
go ahead.
Can I attempt to since I have hunter's marks still on the man in purple?
Mm-hmm.
That means that if I try to track him with survival, I have advantage on that attempt.
Okay.
So in theory, I can track him as though he were my preferred prey, I suppose. Can I try?
Yeah.
All right. So, what the hell's my survival again? +3. 9, an advantage. Come on, baby. 7. That's not great. So 12.
Cool. As you're looking around, like, the area where he would have, like, fallen down, you notice, like, the grass is weird and stuff in that area. And you almost feel like something may have, like, gone through the ground but not disrupted the grass. So it seems weird. You're not exactly sure what happened, seeing that you didn't see it.
So I'm
but
pretty confident that he moved from there but didn't die.
Yeah, it seems like you're pretty confident that as you were tracking him and you ran after him and saw him drop the thing, it seems like he went through the ground there, or the ground there was disturbed, but not necessarily the area around it.
So I'm just sniffing the grass, and I'm like, he was here. He was here, and he went down.
So he didn't, like, go any other way. He just went down. He didn't go into the woods or anything?
No.
Yeah, you're pretty confident that he didn't go. He didn't walk from that spot, or he didn't anything else.
We need to go back
His sentence,
inside.
yeah.
We need to go back inside to see if there's an entrance.
Seems fair.
I mean, would it behoove us to potentially rest first before we go
But
back?
it's only
Yeah,
midday.
We
I
also
mean,
didn't sleep.
Yeah, we slept a little bit. We did a short rest at night before we started up the tower, I think, but we haven't had a long rest in a while.
Well,
So
what if we at least rest inside, so the only way someone's going to get us is through the front door?
Good idea.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
The spirit says to you, Matt, that he's not 100% sure the entrance to this area because he just flew up through the walls since he's in astral form, but he feels like it has to be in the tower somewhere.
Okie doke. Spirit Wizard says it's probably in the tower.
The entrance? Yes.
Matt, can you ask him if he knows anything about the it's a bad way to word it, but like the schedule of the purple robed dude, like if he comes and goes frequently or whatever else, just so we know that, like, in theory, if we go into the tower, how likely we are to run into him again.
Yeah, I can do that. So I guess I'll ask the guy if he's seen the purple robe dude recently, like if he came through after we beat him and is now down there, or if he
says he tries to like watch the guy, but he's very worried about getting too close to him because in this state he'd be very fragile if he actually detected and found him, and he had been the necromancer had been like concerned or worried about him since his soul was not actually devoured whenever he did his cantrip or whatever spell crazy spell that he did to steal the souls. But I
Makes
mean,
sense.
it seems like he goes out at night, or he goes out during the day to the town, and then comes back after the night, like after it's been nighttime, and captures people. He says all that he remembers was he was in the marketplace of Deepwell, and he had picked up a coin and gotten a strange mark on his hand. He tried to figure out how to remove it, but then after he went to sleep, he woke up in a giant underground room with strange runes all over the ground, and that's when the spell was basically taking place, and he basically real quick went into astral form to get away, and that's when his body was basically destroyed.
Okay.
But he's been like trying to stay. He's not able to like leave the area of the tower, but he's been trying to stay like out of eyesight of the necromancer just because he doesn't want to be completely gotten rid of.
Yeah.
In case there's any hopes of him reuniting with his body or finding a more permanent form where he can actually leave this place, or passing on to the afterlife, which would be better than being stuck the way he is now.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll try to go inside to the tower.
Gotcha.
I'll thank the wizard for all of his help.
Gotcha.
And he can, I guess, follow us if he wants to.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean,
And he says his name is Dal, Dall. So as you go into the bottom room, if you remember, it's like this bigger room that has like barrels with food in it, and there's like some different furniture and stuff around the room, but there is a board on the back wall with weird like infernal, like it's almost like a drawing board almost with weird stuff on it, like runes and infernal stuff, and then like a big like carpet strewn across the bottom of or big rug across the bottom of the room there.
I walk over and I pick up the rug.
Cool. I mean, there is furniture and stuff on it, but if you move that away and you pull the rug back, you see that there actually is like a like a
Trapdoor.
trap door or like passage thing that you could like pull up, but it was definitely disguised by all the stuff on top of it and the rug there as well. Well,
Ooh.
All right, before we go in, are we resting?
Dal says to you, Matt, "Oh, that looks like the way in."
Aw.
Thanks,
Good
bud.
old Dal.
It's it's easier to just go through the floor though.
My concern, like I think we need to rest for the sake of spell slots and hit points, but the problem is if we rest, we potentially risk getting ambushed by him again without...
We can take shifts. And the nighttime won't matter if we're underground because it's going to be dark regardless.
Good point.
I will say that I will be okay spell slot wise. If we did decide to rush it.
I
I
mean,
thought you
I'm
only had
okay.
one left.
Yeah, but I'm a sorcerer, so I can make another one.
My spells suck, so it doesn't really matter for me.
Oh no.
I have chosen poorly.
Well, here's the thing. If we do go in, we did a ton of damage. He can't be on his game. And we still have the element of attack and surprise on our end. Because he wasn't prepared for us to come through and to do all of that to him. So if the longer we wait, the more chance he allows himself to put up a defense. So if we rush it, we can still take advantage of not having little pieces of paper in our dogmite cases.
Hey, hey, Belmo.
Yeah.
I've got an idea. So clearly, because of our buddy Dal over here, we know that like spirits being in proximity to this guy doesn't necessarily mean that he can detect them or do anything with them. So what do you say we hide the horn that contains Foley up here on the first floor in one of these barrels of apples, like until we can figure out what's going on. That way we don't risk Foley being used against us while we're fighting him.
That's pretty smart.
I mean, we'll probably ruin a barrel of apples, to be fair, but it's a small price to pay. I just figure if we take Foley with us, there's a risk of either losing him completely or him being used against us.
And they never remembered where they left Foley in the horn. He lived the rest of his life in a barrel of apples.
It's a good idea. It almost seems like I came up with it. And I take the bedroll. I kind of walk over to one of the barrels, and am I able to pull off a top easily?
Yeah. I mean, Rob took one of these and like threw it at a wall upstairs. So
Yeah, that's right. So I stick it into a barrel of fruit and kind of pop the top back on. And I'm like, don't forget, it's the one nearest all of the mumbo jumbo about death and things that I can't bother reading.
Nice.
I don't like to get my information from words. I prefer the Arctic air and the scent of the dirt.
So do we head downstairs, gentlemen?
I could probably sneak ahead a little bit if we want to do a little scouting, since my stealth is pretty good.
Yeah.
Just so that T doesn't come thundering down the stairs and wake up the world with his armor.
Rattle, rattle, rattle.
So I'm gonna try to sneak down the stairs. Just maybe I'm 30 feet ahead of the party, or just
So you guys are opening the thing or the door, the trap door?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it and.
Cool. As soon as you pull it up, you feel like this cool wind like rush out from underneath there. It's like quite chilling beneath.
Ah, my kind of temperature.
And you see basically a ladder that just like goes down.
I'm gonna try to do this as stealthy as possible. I'm just gonna grab the sides of the rungs of the ladder and slide down like a firefighter.
Okay. What do we need
With
to roll?
stealth.
Let's roll stealth. Why not?
All right. What the hell is my stealth modifier? Oh, okay. I feel confident about this.
Do it.
Oh, nat 20. No joke.
What?
No joke. There it is. Hold
you
on.
slide down those rails. There is not
there
a
it is.
single sound, and you guys up there are like, where did he go?
Well, wait, hold on. So can I theoretically see him? Because I can see I can see normally in darkness up to 120 feet, whether the darkness is magical or non-magical. So I can watch, right?
Yeah, you can definitely see him, but you're like, man, that was very quiet.
I'm gonna tell the other guys. I'm gonna be like, okay, so I know that you couldn't see that, but man, that was some impressive ladder sliding. I've never seen ladder sliding like that ever.
Belmo, as you're down there and you turn around and look, there's like a dimly lit, I mean, it's kind of like stone cut out area that you're in when you first land, but as you turn around, you can see this like dimly lit area that's just like very cold and frosty, and there's like ice hanging from the ceiling, and it looks like there's several rocks like jutting from the ground, but it looks like the ground, not where you're standing, but ahead of you, is just made out of ice. It looks like there's some sort of like underground frozen lake here.
So I'm looking around and I just think to myself, by the claws of the Yeti, it's beautiful. Just Belmo could not be happier that it's cold down here. He just kind of looks around and strokes his beard. By the way, he landed in full hero landing, 3-point, just leg spread, palm flat.
Beautiful.
But I can't see. There's no creatures, no humanoid. There's nothing moving.
You see several like icy rock patches that are like stuck out of this like frozen underground lake, and you can actually see like on the far side, probably, I mean, this goes far away from the actual tower. Like, this is not just underneath the tower. It goes obviously off underneath the woods somewhere. But you can see like a dim like hallway on the far side of this like lake with like 2 torches burning. That would be like another passageway, almost like the passageway you're standing in now, but like on the other side of this like icy thing. But there's like these rock like stone things out on the like sticking up out of the ground, where it's like parts where the lake would be under, like almost like islands out in this underwater
I'm gonna
ice lake.
Once again, can I check to see if there's any sort of tracks or indication that the man in purple has traveled here, assuming that we're still in my 1 hour window for our hunter's mark?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Check that. Ooh, that's actually gonna be pretty good. I get advantage, but I'm not gonna need it. Ooh, what happened to video? 23.
I left video for Rob and Roy for some reason.
What was I gonna say? So how much did you get, Adam?
23.
Oh yeah, you don't notice any footprints around like right where you landed, which seems interesting. And the only footprints that are there are your own, but like in the entryway over like towards the area where you see where footprints actually landed down, like maybe even below the area that the guy had fallen down from. Maybe it's underground in the exact spot. And you see footprints there, and you see kind of like some light like treading down across the icy way, and you actually see drops of blood all along the ground, just going across the ice.
Oh, I can smell him. What's the width of this pond as far as to the torches on the other side there?
Man, it's like 50 feet. I don't know. It's a little ways.
Okay. I'm gonna just give a little whistle up the ladder to kind of gesture. Hopefully, E-Ray sees me. I'm just like, come on down, basically.
All right, guys, let's go. Hey, Roy, do we want to fix the video stuff real quick?
Yeah.
So
Rob, can you get is your video not working? Are you there?
Roy, your video's not working either. At least for me.
Oh, well.
Both you and Rob are missing.
I had.
Yours is back.
Um.
I can see Rob's thing lighting up blue, but
yeah,
I don't hear him.
Yeah.
Rob, if you want to try to hang up and call back if you can actually hear us, but.
Sorry,
I'll message him.
I'm back. I had to go grab some real quick.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
your video had turned off.
I know, because I didn't want to see you looking at me as I was walking away.
It messed us all up on the stream. We were all in the wrong spots.
Well, that is
Darth
my
doesn't
job
love
to
us
make it
anymore.
as complicated as possible.
Oh, and it actually messed up the thing. Oh, is your video still not working, Rob? Or
No, I turned it back on.
He's there.
I can see Rob, but not you, Roy.
Yeah, but Roy's still showing up on
yeah, because
YouTube.
it's a different camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's.
Yay! There you all are.
Okay, everybody's in place. Awesome.
Okay.
Hey, technical difficulties. This never happens during live videos. Cool.
Never.
So
EGN's perfect track record.
If you missed, Rob, Belmo found this underground icy cavern with blood tracks, not leading from the ladder, but leading from the ground underneath where this guy had fallen down. And it's going across this icy lake thing. And you actually notice, Belmo, at some points, across the lake, it doesn't look like there's actually footprints, but you can still see drops of blood going as across the lake.
His infernal body fluids are across that way, as you can see.
But yeah, it appears like there's something going on down here. What are you guys doing?
I mean, as soon as Belmo whistled, I motioned to the other guys, and I'm like, "It's safe to go. Let's go." And so I climbed down the ladder.
Same.
Cool.
Same. I come down the ladder.
So, Matt, you hear Dal say that he normally has guardians that he uses to help guard this place. Some sort of... He has this thing where he uses souls to animate different objects and create weird golem creatures to attack his enemies.
Okay.
You may want to be careful.
Is it farther ahead, or is it close? Do they walk around?
In that icy area, there are creatures.
Hey everybody, our spirit wizard friend is telling me that there are things in the icy area that are likely to attack us.
Does he say what we can do against them, or if there's any way to sneak past them?
I would certainly ask. Do you happen to know any weaknesses? Or
Mostly, they won't notice you if you're in some sort of astral form flying past.
That does seem like the type of thing that he would say. Good old Dal.
I just picture this guy's got his one spell, and that's all he knows, and he's just like, I'm in the astral plane. What's up, everybody?
They've never noticed me as I've gone by, but they're normally sleeping upon those rocky outcroppings.
This guy is the "I'm on a boat" joke of astral projection.
All right, well, for the information, it says they're sort of on the rocky outcropping.
I'm on an astral plane. Everybody look at me on the mother fire astral plane.
Nice.
Yeah.
Roy, can we see these golems on those outcroppings from where we stand?
Got a necromantic themed Pashmina Afghan.
What was I gonna say? Do a perception check, I guess.
All
Anybody who wants to.
Oh yeah.
Somebody else might want to because I got a 9.
I got a 3.
I got a 6.
Oh my lord!
I mean, it looks like. I mean, you basically just see
I got a
like
21.
Oh, gosh.
snowy, rocky outcroppings. Rob, you kind of notice like a faint glow, like greenish glow, on one of the ones like sort of in the middle of this lake. But I mean, it still just looks like rock. You're like, oh, I see like a faintish, like greenish glow out there.
I don't see any type of movement whatsoever, though, around the glow.
Nope.
And it's around the outskirts of the lake. That's it.
Not really the outskirts of the lake. There's like these rock things, like almost like islands. But I mean, it's all frozen. But there's like these island of rocky things
Like
in the
stalactites.
background.
That have a green glow.
Not like all green. Just like you just see something greenish out there.
Cool.
You're like, cool story, bro.
So the ice seems traversable, if needed.
I mean, from your experience, it seems pretty sketchy.
Is there any type of
Because you have
path
experience with ice and water and things like that, right? Like frozen
You
landscape.
Hell
no, the
is
frostbitten.
your thing. You feel like you could probably. I mean, this is like your thing, but you would want to be careful on this ice going across. For your other heavier friends, not saying that anybody's heavier or to offend in any way, it might be a little bit more difficult.
So, all right.
Do I see any other type of path, or do I need to go around where the rock golems are?
I mean, it seems like those rocky areas are like right in the middle and to the sides of. I mean, there's a straight shot through the middle, but they're like right off the middle is where like these rocky areas are. Like it's just like a lake, and then there's just some like rocky, like 3 rocky islands out in the middle of this lake.
Got it. So, for me though, to get to those rocky islands, I'd have to fall through the ice. So I'm just gonna stay here.
I mean, I'm at a loss as to what we should do.
I think Belmo's gonna kind of do the old just reaches down and unlaces the boots that he was just wearing to make everyone feel comfortable and throws them off. His feet kind of pop out. They're 2 inches longer than the boots were, covered in thick black hair despite his gray beard. And he's going to try to sneak towards the first set of these things across the night.
Gotcha. Okay, like just towards the island or whatever?
Yeah, just kind of straight down the middle. See how
Cool.
kind of...
I guess can I get you to do like an agility test as you're sneaking through and then trying to traverse on the ice, even though you're good at it, and just trying to figure out how to avoid the thin ice and make sure you're standing on like thicker stuff and things like that. Let's see how agile
Would it help
you
if
can
I
be.
like slingshot him across so he would just like glide across and then hit a rock to stop?
I'm going to go slow this time.
You don't want to be smashed into a fence like last time?
Yeah. Given how I stuck to the side of the tower, slid down like a Wile E. Coyote. I'll do the athletics.
Cool.
Oh boy, that's a 1.
Whoa. As you're trying to like sneak out past this, the ice like cracks beneath you. And you feel your foot falling through, and you're like hanging on to the edge of the ice. What do you guys do? Is anybody else doing anything?
I rush out and dive, like belly first toward Belmo, and attempt to grab onto him as he's falling through the ice.
Cool.
Mother of Frost, I've been betrayed.
What would you like? What would you like me to roll?
I guess roll an agility.
Agility.
See how
Where
agile you are at grabbing him.
Where's
as he's
agility?
sliding down. It should just do a dex check.
Dex. Oh, a dex check. Okay.
Is agility not a thing anymore?
No, I don't think so. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
No, it's
Acrobatics, I guess, is.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have a 15. I rolled 12 plus my 3, so.
Cool. Yeah, you slide out and grab a hold, and are able to like grab him as he's falling through and pull him up from this ice.
Hey, Belmo, you wanted cold, but this is a step too far, man. You got to get out of the water, okay? You got to get out of the ice.
You see this rocky thing like starting to move a little bit on an island near you, newest to you guys. And it's not actually the one that you saw that was green further out, T, but this is another one. I guess maybe whatever was glowing green wasn't facing you on this one, but it seems to like roll over, and you see like some sort of rock thing laying on its back in the stone there still. Not quite getting up and attacking you, but something like disturbed it. Obviously, you guys cracking through the ice and making noise, but...
All right, Belmo. Shh. We have to be very quiet now.
Belmo's just kind of deep breathing, and he's got his feet pulled up to his chest, and he's just admiring the crystallization of the water on his feet, and he's like, ah. That's it. He's very happy that it's cold.
Oh man.
I feel like we should play curling. Like 3 of us should sit on the ice, and one of us should shove the others across the ice.
Do you have brooms? You can just be like...
We need something to sweep the ice with.
Sweep.
That was sort of Rob's original idea. I was like, just slide him across.
Yeah.
But when you're like,
I mean,
maybe instead of just being agile, you think to yourself, some spots might be thicker and thinner. Maybe you should try to be more perceptive.
I rolled a 21, and I just got green lights. How much more perceptive?
You were looking at the ice, though. You're looking at the room.
Yeah, you were looking at the rock things. Belmo's beard for a broom. There you go.
Okay, Belmo, I'm gonna grab you by your feet in a wheelbarrow pose, and we'll just brush your broom across the ice. It's perfect.
Nice.
No, we don't need to do that. It's fine.
So, I'm a little curious. It doesn't seem like we'll be able to get across without
A boat of some kind or something.
I mean, even if we had a boat, these creatures are still going to attack. So would it be more beneficial to draw them over here and fight on land, or try to fight while hopscotching around various ice patches? Like, I'm not...
Well, I'm stuck right here on land personally, but do we notice anything else besides the blood and ice? Do we notice any like wandering souls or anything like that, or is it literally just like an ice cavern with little islands?
Yeah, I mean, on the other side, you see like another like hallway sort of thing, like what you guys are standing in, with 2 torches lit on the other side of it.
Yeah, there's like sconces
Hey,
of torches.
why don't you levitate over the ice and try to go get a good look of what's going on?
Well, I can only do that once a day.
Ah, no!
We can take a nap, and I can come back.
Hey, Roy, how far apart are the stone pillar things that have the what we think are creatures on them?
I mean, there's like 3 of them in a room, and it's like 50 feet across. So, I mean, they're not that far out. I mean, maybe there's like 10 to 15 feet apart from the edge, like going out, and then the next one's like 10 to 15 feet or whatever.
Okay. I would like to cast sleep on the 2 creatures that are like, because I'm already out on the ice a little bit, right? Because I moved out.
You kind of moved out the same direction he did before he fell in. You're like, I feel like the ice is thicker in this area right here, So
So I want to cast sleep in an area that would surround the two stone dudes that are farthest from where we started in the room. So the one that's closest to land, like where Rob and them are still hanging out, like that one I'm not going to cast it on, but the other two, because I can cast it in within a 20-foot range. So I think I could probably get 2 of them, but not all 3 would be my assumption.
You should be able to.
Okay. So I roll 5d8. I have 1d8. So we're going to roll that
5 times.
5 times. All right.
Let's do it, baby.
2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 6 is 11. Plus 4 is 15. Plus 3 is 18. So I can do 18 hit points worth of creatures. And I don't know what the hit points are of those stone things, so I don't know if that'll actually affect more than one. But it says, starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends.
Cool.
I don't know if they're awake or not right now. They're probably already sleeping, but maybe this will make them into a deeper sleep, and maybe it'll help. I don't know.
Well, since they're already like not actually aware of you guys or not actually like attacking you guys currently, it seems like whatever you did has worked, and they're like the one that was stirring a little bit definitely isn't stirring at all now, and
They are ice creatures, right?
right, yes.
Could Crystal in the future, could you also just do that high-pitched scream like you did on our first session and shatter their ice?
I don't have... I mean, I can make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud as normal, but that wouldn't... I don't think that 3 times as loud as normal would probably shatter ice. It's basically meant to be... I think it's meant to
Just
be
a
a distraction.
Yep.
I think. Because, yeah, that's one of my cantrips. It's not a very strong thing, but that's a cool idea, though.
I'm not quite sure exactly like what these things are made out of. They might be like rock, ice things. I mean, they literally look like piles of rocks out there currently, but one of them was moving. So
basically, yeah, I'm going to turn to the party and be like, so here's the deal. Those 2 over there, in theory, should be harder to rouse now. So if we want to try and like lure over the first one and deal with it and figure out, you know, its weaknesses or figure out how to fight it, then maybe we can deal with the other 2 a little more easily.
Does the blood trail seem to correlate with where I might perceive thicker ice to be?
So you notice that there are drops of blood, but it also looks like there aren't like footprints across the ice in that area.
That's right.
So it seems like maybe he did some sort of like floating across this area.
All right, so I will use the message cantrip to talk to the closest rock monster, and I will say to him in primordial, "Hey man, I don't like the way you look. You seem very fat."
Oh, that's so good.
Awesome.
Oh, you made Adam take off his glasses.
So as you do that, this you see like the mound like of rocks like start to shake and things like that, and look over and you see this this, I mean, it's bigger. It's about the size of the Dragonborn, maybe a little bit bigger than him, but it's not super small. It's like this big like icy looking creature thing, and it rises and like looks at you guys and starts to move towards you. And there's some rock thing. I don't know if you guys can see in the YouTubes, but this rock monster creature gets up and starts to look towards your way. And as he like steps out, he starts to like get up. If you guys want to roll for initiative, that's fine.
Yeah.
But as he steps out, you see like ice start to form around the water. Around his feet, and it seems like the ice is like thickening wherever he's like walking. As he's walking out onto it.
Darth, oh my god.
I know.
What happened?
That's the joke. Darth says your mama's so fat she is the Earth.
I mean, to a rock monster, that's got to be the biggest insult ever, right?
Oh Jesus! I can't.
Nice.
That is some nerd humor, Siri.
Cool. What's everybody's numbers?
All right, 15.
We'll pretend like you're in the middle.
18.
I've got a 6. So keep me probably near the bottom.
Crystal cannot roll initiative today.
I can't roll anything today.
Crystal, we'll just keep you right where you're at. Hey, but you put those guys to sleep, so that's good.
I mean, I did one thing. I need to keep doing the things that don't require me to roll dice to actually see whether something succeeds or not.
Those Dogmite dice are going to help you, I'm
Adam,
telling you.
at?
They are.
18.
Oh, cool. Who has the higher dex? Oh, I can just look at the screen. I guess Belmo's first then. Cool. Belmo, you just got pulled to the ice. You've got ice on your toes. You've got a dip in the water. You know how exhilarating it feels being part of the Halfling Polar Bear Club.
Oh, yeah.
What is your action as this thing is standing up and stepping on the ice?
I am going to take one of my spears out, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just hurl it at this thing.
Okay.
So I chuck the spear through the air, and that's not gonna be great. That's a 9.
That misses and lands on the rocks behind him.
How far away is this thing from us?
This was the closest one, right? So it's
I
like,
assume,
Yeah, the closest one is the only one I didn't put to sleep.
it's like 15 feet out.
So-
It's not that far.
Yeah, 15 feet.
We need to lead him around because if where he's stepping is making the ice thicker, we need to get him to carve out not carve out, the opposite of carving out a path for us across the ice.
So
We
you
need
can tell that he's kind of just waking up and trying to figure out what's going on as he steps out onto the ice. So let me see if he's noticed, or if he's looking directly at you guys yet. He rolled very poorly on his perception, so he's still shook trying to figure out what's going on. So Torek, what's going on?
I mean,
He's kind of he looked over a little bit at the spear.
am I allowed to
that
jump
happened.
15 feet?
You'd have to have a really high athletics check, I'm pretty sure, for that far.
So I just, I'm going to stand here.
Okay.
And I'm just going to continue to make fun of him.
You can
You can hold your action.
you can hold an action. If he you could get in front of everybody and be like, okay, well if he comes here, I'm gonna in response immediately attack, that sort of thing. You can just ready
Boom.
yourself.
Yes,
I'm ready.
Cool. Matt.
I will use the message cantrip again, and once again in Primordial, talk to this fella, and I'll say, hey man, your friends over there, those are the ones making fun of you. Why don't you go, I don't know, punch him in the face or something. Just see what happens. I don't know if he understands language.
Cool.
I can roll a persuasion check if you want me to, or a deception check. All right. Do you have a preference?
Either one, whichever one you're better at.
They're the same. I have a 20 for both of them.
Wow. Cool. So he looks over at the other sleeping piles of rock, and he's looking at those guys. And he's next, right? So he starts to move. So from the island that he's at, he starts to walk over towards the other thing and looks down at it as it's sleeping, but he's not taking a swing at it or anything like that yet. So he's like, huh? And you can see where he's walked. You see little. The ice below him freezes, and some stalactite or stalagmites are pushing up from the ice a little bit, so it's getting really thick as he's walking around on the ice.
Stop.
Are the stalactites making it so we wouldn't be able to traverse the ice, or is it just thick enough?
It just looks like it's just so strong that the ice is actually even just pushing itself up from beneath too.
Okay.
As it's expanding. So.
Okay.
I guess I'll try to use my movement to get over to where he originally started.
There's slightly a hole in the ice there. 'Cause that's kind of where Belmo. Because I mean, if you're gonna jump, because you were going towards like the first thing, right, Adam?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need, now that he's made a path to one of the other islands, we kind of need him to come back. So maybe
Yeah. So kind of like the middle of the area is kind of like solid now. Cool. What?
Whose turn
Your
is
turn,
it?
Crystal. What's up? What are you gonna do?
that is a really good question. I can't fight him at all.
Yeah.
Can you? I don't want to table talk your turn. That's not fair.
Actually, he's next to. So he's close to one of the other dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on all three of them then, because we're not near them and they're all close enough to each other. They're all within 20 feet of each other, and I have a 60-foot range on Fairy Fire.
Oh yeah, you should be able to do that for sure.
Yeah, so that now they're all illuminated with. Well, they're already kind of bluish, so we'll say they're illuminated with green light, and now every roll against them has advantage. Attack rolls, I should say. And they can't make themselves invisible, but I feel like that's probably not going to come into play. So, yeah, that's my action. Not very exciting, but at least if they do become violent, we'll be able to handle it.
Oh, he's just like looking down at the guy as he starts glowing and confused, and looks over at the other guy as he's glowing as well. But yeah, Belmo, are you guys just kind of like waiting to see what this thing does next, or you guys have actions you want to do in between it going around?
Oh no! Damn it! We lost Rob again.
Rob, come back!
Rob, no.
He's not as big of a fan of the ice as you are, I guess.
How big of a hole did I leave?
A little bit, like, just not too
It's a
big.
Belmo-sized hole.
Exactly, it's a Belmo-sized hole.
Like literally Looney Tunes. It's just like.
No, it's not that wide. It's like it's like from like a person size, but not like long wise, like down. You know.
All right. I'm like trying to decide whether I need to bring this thing over, or whether I need to like try to get to the first island yet. I'm gonna look at the. Damn it, Roy! This is like a weird puzzle, man.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look at I don't know if I can really do this during my turn. Can I look? I'm gonna look at the ice and see if there's any place that looks better to step to get to that first island, like carefully.
Okay. Make a perception, I guess.
20. Not natural, just 18 plus 2.
Yeah. I mean, since you're lighter and you feel like you know your way around the ice a little bit more, I mean, you feel like you just misstepped last time, and you're able to like get over to where that is. I mean, you're trying to stealth as well while you're trying to like not be seen by this guy, or are you just trying to let him see you as you're going?
Yeah,
around?
if he's looking away, I guess I'd be trying to be stealthy with this as well. So I'm trying to move stealthily.
Okay. So you're making it to the thing, but let's see if you do it quietly as well. So roll for stealth.
Ooh, that's 18 plus 5, 20. Cool. Yeah, 3.
You make it.
Yay!
Cool. So Belmo's over there on the first island, and you can tell like where he started, like towards you guys a little bit. The ice was thicker when you got there, and then like going off over towards the other island, the ice is thicker there as well.
Okay.
And this thing is he was actually looking at the guy that's on the far end as you snuck kind of like behind him.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of wait there then.
Okay. Rob, do you have any specific things you would like to try to make happen?
Just a big old thumbs up to Belmo.
Nice. And continue to ready if this guy comes at you.
I'm double ready now.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Matt, anything else?
Can I try to traverse the path that Belmo took to get over to the first island?
Yeah. Do you have anything special or anything about, like, since, like, light-footed or anything? Just when you're flying, you have this special thing.
Yeah, basically. I could like cast a cantrip and like do my thing where I float 10 feet away, but
you currently don't have that, right?
well, that one I can do anytime. The one that I can do daily is like I literally cast levitate.
Wait, so if you could float 10 feet away, can't you just float over there?
Yeah.
Because they're like 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said something somewhere in there.
Cool, yeah. So you float over to the thing and don't feel like you have much of any issues getting over there. Nice. So cool. So you're over there too now. As after you're done and as you're like floating across, he like looks over and he's looking over at the other guy glowing, trying to figure out what's going on, and he starts to walk over towards the last guy over there, as well, towards like it's almost on the far end of the entire place. But he walks over and ice grows underneath his feet as he's doing it, or just thickens and hardens, and you can hear like not really. I don't know. What sound does ice make as it grows? I don't know. But anyway, so he walks over there. Good. Awesome. And so he's like on the far
That's exactly
end
how
now,
it sounds.
trying to figure out why these guys are sleeping and why they're glowing. But he still has his back to you. Cool. E-Ray.
All right, I am going to dexterously slide across to the island where my friends are. I'm not gonna like step a whole bunch. I'm gonna like kind of try and get where the ice is thick and I can know it's thick. I'm gonna step and try and slide so that way less footfalls in general.
Cool. Can I get an acrobatics check?
Sure. 12 plus 3 is 15.
Cool. You make it across. So you're
I'm just
on
gonna
that
swoosh,
island
swoosh,
there.
swoosh.
Awesome.
Speed skates over.
Mm-hmm.
Belmo.
All right, I'm going to attempt to make it to the second island now with stealth.
Even though the
I'm gonna
thing
go-
is there?
Oh, I thought it was starting to head towards.
No, I mean there's actually a sleeping thing there.
There's
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to stay really quiet. I'm gonna go across the thickened path of the awakened golem,
Yeah.
and I'm just tiptoeing over like Grinch Stole Christmas style, just straight across that path.
It's kind of interesting because like where he walked across, it kind of like made weird like icy like rivets almost in the ice. So it feels like you can actually get a little bit more traction on the ice there as well. So you can easily get across over to that side and just make a stealth check. These things seem to be out pretty good. There seems to be some sort of magic spell on them that makes them be out.
oh yeah, it's crazy.
I can only roll natural 20s on stealth apparently, 'cause that's another one.
Nice. You get over there no problem, and the thing is like you see the same thing that's walking around, and you can see in its chest like a smaller stone, but very similar to like the stones that you guys found, and the same sort of thing that was in this guy's rod,
Oh,
like in
dang.
its chest.
Like one of the green stone things.
Yeah, and it seems like that's probably what was giving off the greenish glow. Well,
Would
other
pick-
than the
would
giant
pick-
green glow that's coming from it now, so.
Well,
try-
yeah. Other than
would-
that,
Would trying to pickpocket that stone be a action or a bonus action?
We can make it a bonus action.
yeah, do it.
I'm gonna see if I can. Since I'm already in a nat 20 stealth. I'm gonna see if I can pluck
Those are
that.
famous last words if I've ever heard them. I like it though, for the record.
Belmo's a man of action.
Yeah,
Cool,
go
good.
Belmo, go Belmo,
Yes,
go.
That's right,
go.
Darth. Temple of Doom. Here we go. I'm gonna. So this would be sleight of hand, right? Right? I assume.
We've built this up far too much.
Yes.
Sleight of hand. 15.
You start to like pry the thing out. It feels like there's some sort of like magic definitely holding it in place, which makes it a little bit too difficult to like pull out. But you feel like you could if you like pulled harder on it or were able to like get it a little bit less dislodged.
That's what
you
she
feel like
said.
it's possible, but you're currently not there.
All right.
But you're so sneaky about it that it didn't even notice, and the other one didn't even notice. So
Okay, I'm gonna hold tight, kind of hidden as much as I can be on any adjacent outcropping to.
Rob,
I'm still ready.
He's not risking that ice.
I can't. If you can barely make it across, you expect the 6'5", 250+ pound creature to make it across? I am just watching you guys and just whispering, "Wow, man, the diet starts as soon as I get back home." This is ridiculous.
okay, Matt.
I don't know. I guess I will also try to sneak with Belmo. See what we can do. I'm not trying to steal anything. I'm just gonna try to get past them.
Okay,
Um,
cool. I mean, you notice too that the ice where he's walked over to that area, it's like seems pretty thick. But I mean, if you don't have to touch the ground, you don't have to touch the ground. It's like 10 feet over to where the guy is.
I have to cast a spell to do the hovering thing.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Cool.
it would be like a waste of. I'm just sitting there like just fly across the room slowly. But no, I'll try to stealth.
Okay, cool.
If I had full flying right now, that would be busted. Good God. I got a 20 for stealth.
You're good. Nothing
just
notices. You don't wake up any of the things, and the guy is currently still looking over the other direction.
Okay.
Malakwa just one-handed cartwheels between the two islands and just lands next to Belma. That's what I see. Cool.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
What's this thing's turn, and he's gonna do a perception check.
Hey.
And he turns around and looks and sees he's looking directly at Turok. I guess maybe he had heard some mumbling or something over there, and he starts to walk back like right down the middle through everything. You guys are over on the thing, very hidden. E-Ray is there, but he's walking down towards the middle, and he walks like right up to where Turok is. And as he walks, there's just this thick path of ice all the way from the last thing all the way to the front edge where Turok is. And I believe that Turok has an action ready as like he walks up to him. So do you want to make an attack as this thing starts to walk up to you and walks right past your friends? And you see also the place that Belmo had like fallen in, like the ice just from him being close by freezes up that area as well.
Part of me wants to, but another part of me doesn't because they haven't been aggressive at all.
Do it.
I mean, he basically quickly is stomping over directly to you.
Oh, like with attitude?
Yes.
Like he's got some tude, sure. So
Like that- this is
He looks like the ice golem from Frozen. I mean,
Yeah.
So in Draconic, I scream "Let it go" as I immediately just like jump for his chest with the great axe behind my head, hoping to just sink it right into his face.
Nice. Make the rolls.
Oh, sorry. 23.
Hit for days. How much damage?
And I do 2d10s.
Oh. It was D12 plus.
Oh yeah, 1d12.
Right?
I keep getting confused by that hit dice thing. Sorry. Ooh. Do I get to add any modifiers to this?
You definitely get one. You get +1 for it being magical.
Do I get anything for slashing?
no, that's just
That's just the type of damage.
Then I did 2.
Yeah!
So you
my
see
kind of
some of
attack. I
some
like
of the icicles like shake off of his face a little bit, and he like reels back a little bit with.
So what, he like carved his ice beard for him? Is he like now like an
Basically.
ice barber?
He's the
Taruk
ice
is like,
barber.
he like shaved him up real nice?
But as he was walking all the way across the room, it seems like he didn't have enough to be able to get an action in to actually swipe at you. But he's rearing back his fist like he's about to hit Turok. Okay. Ire, what's up? You see like a thick path of ice like right down the middle of this, and the only part that's not icy is like right to the very edge of the door, because he walked over beside the guy at the last area there.
How far is it from the last island to the area where the door is, where it would be reasonably safe?
I mean, another like 8 feet.
I mean, I'm tall. I feel like I could jump that, probably. Not based on the way I've been rolling this evening, but so I'm gonna swoosh over to the third island and jump and try and jump toward the door.
Okay, do an athletics.
No. Oh, I should not do that at all.
Your strength is real bad.
Yeah, I got
jumping's
this
definitely always
-2.
athletics.
Well, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens.
Ah, yes.
I rolled an 8, so that would be a 6.
Cool.
I jump.
As you jump, the ice that's there, like you end up like making it like crack beneath you. I mean, you're not. I mean, you're falling. You're like in the water, and you're like hanging on to like the edge of the icy thing, kind of like Belmo was before. So now you're in trouble on the other edge of the thing over there.
That makes things more interesting. It's fine.
But you feel like the part that you're holding on to is solid in front of you. So maybe next round you might be able to pull yourself up, but it's definitely very cold.
Okay. Do I take any damage because of the cold water?
Not yet.
Okay.
Awesome. Belmo, there is an ice thing in front of your friend. There's an ice thing at your feet, or right in front of you, because you basically have your hands on its chest. There's an ice thing on an island over there, and then your friend just fell in the ice over there. So,
we're a comedy of errors.
What do you do?
Oh man! So, I draw an arrow. I tie my hemp rope to it, and I'm attempting to shoot it to the other edge of the hole that E-Ray is in.
Okay.
I'm sending you a lifeline. Oh Lord!
Make the roll.
I appreciate that.
Don't hit E-Ray.
I mean, if it's a 1, it hits me. I know that.
No, it's a 14.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a? All right, here's a question. Is that an attack roll?
This
Or is that?
Just use whatever your skill is with shooting archery.
All right, so I guess in that case it's an 18.
Yeah,
So
that'd be
get the
good.
plus. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a rope that like chunks into the ice right in front of you, E-Ray, that hooray! You can
Hooray!
grab on your turn.
Yep, in a little bit.
But now it's back to Turok. This thing's in front of you. You slashed it once.
So how big is this thing?
It's a little bit bigger than you are. So it is not small.
Okay, but it's not something where I'm clinging onto its chest, like my feet are on the ground.
Like it's literally like maybe like half a foot bigger than you are, and it's definitely as bulky as you are.
Okay. My spell slot, can I use the same spell twice?
Yep. You have two. You have two until you rest.
Correct.
So
And I've only done the Thunderous Smite once, so that's why I was asking if I could do it again. Which may not be good for you guys because it may wake up the other things, but
C'est la vie.
I don't care. So I'm gonna pull the great axe from his chest, and I'm going to slide underneath his legs, and I'm gonna try to bring my axe up with all my might and split him in the middle from the bottom up.
Okay.
Oh, whoo! That's not the. That was not the right dice. I was like,
what were you rolling? Like a D10 or something?
Did you roll a D10?
D12.
Ooh, 17.
That hits. How much damage do you do to this thing as you're trying to
And as I do
cleave
it,
it in two?
as I do it, because I slid underneath his feet and I come up, I whisper thunderous smite, but I also scream parkour.
Nice.
And I still do my D12. Heck yeah, man. So that's 8 damage for that, and then 2 D6s. However, though, because I did this, there is a thunderous, the weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of me.
Yeah, holy
So
crap.
it may have woken up the other two.
I might have woken up the big bad too. Like that, we could.
What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? What exactly does your spell say, Crystal? Do they not wake up unless like somebody attacks them, or what has to be done to them?
I think they're just normal asleep. Let's see.
Gotcha.
They fall unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
So
they're
it
good.
doesn't say anything about noise.
How
technically.
much damage have you done, Rob, altogether?
So far, I've done 8 crotch shot damage.
Wait, don't you roll your other d6s with this as well?
Well, yes, but I'm saying that's before Thunderous Smite. That's just
Right.
my regular.
Yeah.
Right. Roll the rest of it is what I'm saying.
Roll Thunderous Smite, baby.
16 damage.
Cool.
Oh.
This thing falls into 2 pieces around you, and as you do, you feel your axe like pulsating with energy, and you gain your 5 temporary hit points for killing a creature. Because that's what your axe does. Because it drinks the life from the enemies you defeat.
I turn and I look at you guys, raise the axe with one hand, parkour.
So yeah, this thing is dead, and you can add on there that you have. I guess I'll put your hit points up to 16 just on this thing. So, but yeah, so cool. 1 down.
So I know it's 17 damage or less because I did one before and 16 right there. So-
It has to be actually 15 or less because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to put both of them to sleep earlier.
Yeah.
Or no,
That's
I
good.
rolled 18. Sorry, you're right. It couldn't. I don't know how much it is.
Well, that does not make me nearly as intimidated because the purple coat guy, we did over 30 plus damage to him, and he's still, Marty McFly'd off of the roof and vanished.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm not so scared about these guys. But anyway,
Yep.
do I have any action, or can I take like a couple steps closer to like the first island?
You could move still.
Yeah, you can move, and you can go straight down the middle basically, and it seems like the ice is thick wherever this thing walked. Basically, you could walk all the way. I mean, you probably don't have enough. Well, you might have enough movement, but you could walk all the way up to where E-Ray fell in, or try to jump in just a little bit further back.
I have 30. I can move up to 30 feet.
Yeah, you can get. I mean, it's like 50 feet all the way there. You can get almost to where E-Ray is.
And I'm safe. I don't have to worry. I'm not hearing ice cracking or anything.
No, because wherever this thing walked.
All right, cool. I'm
It was,
30
like,
feet
thick.
closer, so
Yeah, so he's past you guys now, and he's like over where
but
the other
I
island is.
don't
Almost.
just run. I take like a couple steps and then I belly flop slide, like the remaining 20
Okay.
plus.
Like you're a penguin or something.
Like you know what? I'm enjoying the ice.
Now that it's thick and you feel like you can make it across.
And I'm like, as I slide, I'm like, screw you, Jenny Craig.
Boy,
Nice, Matt.
I forgot that was a thing.
Malakah.
I guess I will also try to get across to the door.
Cool. Well, there is a hole with E-Ray and a rope there sticking out from the island that you and Belmo are near. And E-Ray is still in the water right there, in between you and the door.
I'll try to jump it. What's the worst that can happen?
Just jump over.
Come on in. The water's fine.
I die from hypothermia. I guess an athletics check?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how jumping works.
Jesus Christ. I haven't I got a nat 20.
What?
What is with
Bro, you gotta
Matt?
start killing
I'm
this. You're
honestly
killing it.
You jump all the way over and land on the stone, and you're perfectly fine. You're just like, I don't see
Can you
what the
say
big deal
parkour,
is.
Please?
I'm taking responsibility for all these good rolls because I'm taking all of the bad ones.
Yeah, Crystal is
I have-
eating the bad rolls.
I have like a 1 pound metal D20 that's on my shelf over there that I could roll.
But you put
Because
bits and
it
stuff.
rolls terribly.
Nice.
I look at Malakwa just like, are you gonna say it? You gonna say it? Just hoping you catch on to the. You gonna say it?
No.
Doesn't say anything.
Okay.
And I just drift.
E-Ray,
Disappoint-
Crystal, you are in the ice. You take,
I would.
Cool.
at the
Yeah,
beginning of
I'm
your
gonna-
turn, you take 2 damage.
Yeah, I figured that was happening.
Yes,
So
of course.
that's fine.
And by my calculations, you're down to 6, so you're not feeling very well. And there's a rope in front of you, and the solid edge that hopefully will lead you all the way to the exit over there. But
Yeah, I'd like to pull myself up on said rope.
cool. Do another strength check,
Oh gosh.
athletics check.
You got it. You got it.
Okay.
Just
I
got
rolled a 20!
That's awesome. You yank up on the rope and jump up out of the ice, and you're
can't-
standing over there beside Malakwa now.
Can't see it. Can't see it. It's not focusing at all. Whatever. I don't care.
You can see.
Nice. Cool. So you guys are there, basically standing in between like the 2 torches in the hallway, and it seems like it goes just further deeper in that direction. But yeah, you can see beneath your feet like little droplets of blood that are leading further down that hallway. Adam.
I guess at this point, I'm just gonna do this, follow suit, and we're just gonna try to creep towards the sconces, towards the door.
Cool. There is a hole in the ground in between you and it, but
Oh, I'm gonna
Go ar-
I'm gonna
are you
parallel
gonna go
right
around
over
it?
that thing.
go around it.
I'm jumping that fucker.
Cool. Let me get you to make like a perception check or something like that to see if you can find the like best ice to walk across as you're going around that.
Would that be all right? Perception.
Fine.
That's a 3.
So
There you go,
you're,
Crystal.
you're looking and
About
you're like
I rolled a 20 and ruined everything.
you don't feel
Yes.
super comfortable around the ice that's around this cracked hole as far as like walking across it. So before you walk across it, you see it's not the best. Or you're not sure about your judgment in that regard.
Do I just-
Is there anything else you want to do, or
Can I just jump across the damn hole?
everyone else did? Well, sort
Yeah.
of. Jumped out.
I'm just gonna jump.
Jumped across.
I'm just gonna.
There is
jump across
also
the
a
wall.
rope that is stabbed into the other side of it from the side you're at, on an arrow. So hey,
So if
I
you
can
fall
walk-
in,
I
you
can
fall
walk.
in, you'll get out easier.
I'm gonna walk across the rope.
That would be acrobatics instead of athletics. It's probably
All
better.
right, let's
for
do
me.
it. Probably
it.
better for me. What is that? 13.
You start to feel like you're like slipping and stuff, but you barely can't catch like your balance and like fall down like right on the other side of the ice. And you hear it crackle a little bit, but it doesn't give way. So you're on your belly basically on the other side. So you didn't make it. You made it across, but you didn't fall in the water, but you didn't do it very gracefully.
I meant to do that.
All right.
My beard was getting
and
warm.
I quickly whip out a sign that says 6.5.
All right, T. There's fragile ice in front of you, and everyone else seems to
I
be having a
slide
good time.
as long as I can, and then I try to jump over to the edge
Cool.
to join the group.
Make an athletics check. This is the guy that can probably actually jump.
I'm 21. I'm good.
You make it. You're like, psh. Why is everybody struggling with this? Come on. Cool. So you're all there in between the two torches. Yeah. What do you guys do now?
How late are we going tonight? I'm the one on the West Coast, so it's obviously not nearly as late for me. I'm just trying to
Mostly
gauge.
up to Matt.
I mean, I don't know. I am getting pretty tired and sort of.
Well, I know it's almost midnight
I-
for you all, so.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble focusing on what's happening, so there
Hey,
might
but
come a
You're
time.
doing a great job, man.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm genuinely not sure what's happened in the past 5 minutes.
You guys
So
traversed
now-
ice, and it was very
so
hard
the-
to do.
So the answer is we're probably wrapping up somewhat soon so that Matt can live.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we can go through the door, we can fight the guy, but
I mean-
next time we play, I wouldn't expect me to know anything beyond what happened at the beginning.
Aw. Hey, as long as you know what happened when Rob found that letter, that's all I really care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That was good.
That was great.
That was a pro DM move.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we should proceed. Are we out of initiative? Or
Yeah, you guys
we
are
still
definitely
in
out of initiative.
Okay.
All right. So I think we proceed. I'm gonna like make a Dorman's gesture towards the door and kind of look at everyone in the party. Like, do we want to do this?
You definitely see a
I'm-
lot of blood, like the trail all the way across from here as well. You're just like, man, this guy.
Like, he was hurting.
Yeah.
But we're hurting also. Or at least I am. Do I have any healing potions?
I can,
You guys
um,
had healing potions. I'm pretty sure you guys had like 3 or something like that.
Yeah, we had the stones, right?
Yeah. That what the lady gave you when you guys left, when you said you were going on this adventure.
Did somebody else write down what stuff went in the bag? Because I don't have it on my sheet.
Stella had given you guys some healing potions when you guys were back at the tavern.
Okay.
I think
I would
3
like
of
to use a
them.
healing potion, please. What die do I roll for that? An 8?
I'm not sure how the basic
I
healing potion
think-
works on this one.
Normal healing potions are 1d4 plus 4.
1d4 plus
There
4?
There you go.
D4 is correct, sir.
Okay. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So that means I'm back up to 13. That's definitely not as bad.
Yeah. Nice.
So whoever's keeping track of our healing potions, I don't know who that is, but
We had
Remove
3,
one.
now we have
I was
2.
outside when you guys got all that stuff, so.
Yeah, we had 3.
so now we have 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
it'd be
got
cool
it.
if we figure out
Okay.
who actually who's holding the specific ones in case you want to actually
Yeah.
use them during combat.
Yeah, I'm bad with inventory related things.
I don't think I have them because I didn't have it in mind. I had been writing down my
Actually,
the
Ira, you
mushrooms.
probably have most of them because Stella was talking to you mostly and probably
Okay.
trusted you with all of them. So you probably had all 3. So
Yeah, because that was when you were. That was back when you were trying to pay Stella off for our horrible behavior. So,
and when you had said that you were going out on the adventure, she's like, "Here, take these healing potions as you go out."
all right. So let's assume that Ira has the 2 potions because I have.
Okay.
I know I don't have it because I was pretty diligent. I wrote down that I have the spirit gems. I got the black corn. I have the 3 mushroom caps left that I took off the fungus monster.
Awesome.
All right, so let's open a door.
Let's do it.
Cool.
All right.
There's actually not a door. As you go just further down the hall, it opens up into like this giant room. With it looks very much like this reminds you of exactly what you saw in that book, E-Ray. It's basically a giant room with like runes on the floor. But one thing that's weird is you see like these different like sectors, almost in like 5 different points with like runes all around them, and like there's lines connecting all of it, and there's like just piles of ash in these different areas on the floor. You also notice off to the right side there's just a pile of like what looks like just random belongings and junk and things like that. There's like some like swords and staves and sticks and like backpacks and like all sorts of just random belonging type things over in a pile over there. And you see the drops of blood lead basically to the middle of this thing, and you see Malcon, the guy who you read from the letter, and the guy in the purple robe is like laying there in the middle of this, like on the ground, like grasping like at his chest and like trying to hold himself together as he's like gravely wounded from Turok's attack that blasted him off the back of the tower.
I want to run over to the pile and find the best weapon in it I can, because my weapons suck.
Cool. We can just hold the same initiative or do you guys want to roll again? Or I'll just put him. I'll put him at the bottom of the initiative, because he's just beat up. Okay, so
I'll hold off then on running over to the pile.
So Belmo, what do you want to do as we're going into this room of whatever it is with this dude?
I want to see if. Oh my god! Can I? He's like prone, like he's not standing. He's like humped over, like.
Yeah, he's on the ground. And as you step in the room, he's like, "I wish you wouldn't have come," and you could see him just like half out of it.
I feel like I want.
Can we talk to him out of initiative, or like?
That's what I want to.
Can we have a conversation?
Yeah, I mean,
how far away is he from me?
I mean, probably like 15 feet.
I'm gonna dash up to him, and I'm gonna pull an arrow out, and I'm not gonna knock the arrow. I'm gonna hold it under his chin, like point it at his chin, and basically tell him that it's time to start talking.
He says, "After all you've done to me, after everything you stopped, you have no clue what you're meddling in. There's no way you can comprehend what you're interfering with. You guys have injured me and you've put a stop to this, but there'll be worse consequences. I'm not the only one, and you'll pay for this." And he like slams his staff down, and you see like glowing like green sparks come out of like the ground a little bit, and you see like these little impish creatures like come up and start to surround you guys, or not surround you guys, but kind of like appear around in the area around you. But they're like really, they look like the eyeball creature, but they're like way smaller. And as he does that, he kind of like falls back a little bit. So he's basically like laying on his back now as these little creatures are around you, but they're like probably up to like a normal person's knee, probably up to like your waist, Belmo.
Mm-hmm. Are they ethereal, or are they?
They're like actually, they look like little eyeball monsters, like the little monster thing you saw the first time. So hey, we're in initiative. You ran up to him and told him some things. Is there anything else you want to do before? There's probably like 3 of them that are like kind of over, like just around you and around him, and this seems like a last ditch effort to try to.
I'm gonna just swipe at those with the arrow that's in my hand.
Gotcha. What kind? I guess do an attack against one of them.
I guess it would. Yeah, I don't know. like a barehanded attack, I suppose. 19.
You hit.
And I would assume that a arrow in my hand is basically a dagger.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
just 1d4. Okay.
You hear it squeak like as you stab into this weird tiny eyeball creature.
That'll be 3 points of damage for him.
It falls over dead.
No, they're like little minions.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Turek, this guy is dying. What do you do? He
I
seems
just
like
start
he's not
to
giving
shout
up.
at him and ask about Folly.
He says, "There's no way you can retrieve the souls as long as I live."
That's it. I go and, of course, I parkour, double flip, and I'm going to land both feet on his head. I'm trying to squash his head like a grapefruit.
Goodness gracious, that's sad. Gross.
It's parkour, man.
Hardcore parkour.
Double axle, triple flip, gainer onto his face.
Cool, make an attack, I guess.
Yeah, he's dead.
What was it?
It was 19.
Hey, you get advantage since he's prone. So if you need another die, yeah.
Just in case you get that nat 20, man.
I'll still keep with the 19.
Yeah, he seems dead. He's dead. The little imps are still running around though.
How many are there?
Just 2
There's
more.
2 left.
2?
Yeah. And they actually start to like run off like towards the back part of the thing now, like just squeaking away as they are trying to get away from their. I mean, they obviously this guy seems to be conjuring up all sorts of different things with souls, but it seems like he's on his last leg here. So, Malika, what are you gonna do?
I'll run up and give him a shocking grasp.
For just one of the actual guy or the little imp things?
I'll go with the imp things. I think everybody else has got the guy covered.
I was like, are you trying to resuscitate him? Shocking grass.
Oh,
Cleared.
that'd be great.
He
Actually,
does not have a head.
we could. Okay. Wait, how many imp things are there?
2 left.
2.
2 left. Okay. Are they within a 15-foot cube?
Yeah,
They have
both
less
ran-
than 3 hit points, so you could probably slash and hit both of them if you have a weapon.
Yeah, you can hit them both if you need to. They both ran off the same direction, like towards the back of this thing.
Okay. Well, if they're within like 5 feet of each other, I'll just run up and do a thunderclap and try to
Clap them away.
hit both
Like,
of them.
roll
Yeah.
for
Hey guys.
Applause.
It's not a to hit. They just have to roll a Constitution save.
Oh, okay.
Which
A 6 and an 8. I don't think that makes it for you.
doesn't make it. I don't know what mine is, but I think it's higher than that.
Well, it's gonna be. It'll be 8 plus your probably you cast with wisdom.
Charisma.
So 8 plus charisma plus
Proficiency.
plus a proficiency bonus. I can't spit out words there.
They don't make it, I don't think. With the
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you're going to be at least 10 or 11. If you
yeah. So as you clap, you just see them like this greenish like mist, like they dissipate and as they get thunderclapped away. So now you guys are standing in this room with interesting things, and the guy. I mean, when he fell down, like he dropped his little rod with the stone in it and everything, and yeah, there's a pile of stuff over in the corner, and there's ash and stuff in the different areas. And this is obviously the room that he was doing some weird necromancy stuff.
Can we do a perception check to see if we notice anything more specific? Or do you just want to tell us?
About what?
Like, for example, like, do we see any type of children's clothes? Like, is there any sign of Isabella?
Gotcha.
Or do we see any of the spirits or anything? Like, is there any sign of, because he said they won't come back unless he's dead. Is there any sign or rumbling of Folly will be back, since he never really died, or maybe he did die? Like,
are they all trapped in a barrel of apples?
Like he's literally in a barrel of apples upstairs, going like, "What the heck just happened?"
No, I mean, you can look around, and if you look through the different possessions and things like that, it looks like just random things that villagers would have on their person. And you actually, if you're specifically looking for things that might lead to Isabella, you find a doll in the pile that you actually remember from the painting. I guess it was like something she carried with her.
The lying painting?
Yeah, the lying painting. But yeah, it looks like just like, and actually like some of the maybe like a hair bow or something that she had that may have been thrown over there as well. But it seems like whatever fate happened to the rest of these people also happened to her.
All right, I go to pick up his staff since I'm standing right next to it.
Cool. It's like a golden staff with one of these like green stones, basically the same ones that Adam and Crystal have, but it's like bigger than normal. And when you look into it, it looks like it has like swirling faces and just like swirling green stuff inside of it or whatever. But yeah, it's like some sort of spirits are trapped inside of these stones, and he's using those spirits to do different kinds of magic.
I asked the group if I should try to break the stone.
Smash the crap out of it!
Sorcerers?
I don't know who you're...
If you want to do like
What?
Arcana or something.
Both of you guys. I mean, you guys are the magic wielder people. I'm asking you if you think I should break the stone that's got the weird people face in it, or if we should keep it.
I mean, I would assume that his staff would have some of the most powerful magic or people that he's collected. So and there's a lot of these green stones. We've got a few of them, so maybe let's smash
one of the others.
One of the less, yeah, maybe one of the like.
See how that reacts.
Yeah, kind of, because in theory, I would imagine if he had the options and they were like, if they all act the same, this won't matter. But if he has options, he'd take whatever the most powerful or the most people and put it in the one in his staff. Would be my thought.
Who has a lesser stone?
I've got one of the ones we collected earlier.
Can you throw it towards me and I try to like baseball hit it out of the park?
Yeah. So I'm gonna wind up.
18.
Oh wait, so y'all are like throwing the thing and he's just trying to smash one?
He's gonna baseball smash one with his axe.
Yeah.
Cool. As you hit it, and it breaks, you see tons of like green spirits fly out of it in all different directions, and it kind of blasts everyone back. And let me get everybody to make a dexterity save to try to like dodge some of the spirits that fly out of it if this happens. They just go in all sorts of different directions.
Oh, Crystal, what happened?
Well, with my +3 modifier, that would be a 5 for me. If anyone ever thinks that I'm lying about dice rolls, that's clearly not the case, because that's the 2. It's okay. It's fun. It's more, honestly, that's what I love about D&D, because like in a lot of games, if you're doing poorly based on whatever, then like it's not fun. But in D&D, when you do poorly, it's sometimes more fun. Yeah.
Failure's amusing.
So
it is.
What did everybody get? So
I got a 20.
Okay. So you managed, I guess you hit it back towards everybody else or something when this was happening, but these spirits like ended up smacking everybody who got less than a 16 takes 8 points of damage.
Oh!
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay. As they're calculating their damage, do the spirits stay to fight, or
No,
do
like
do
they
act
literally just
they move on?
smash everybody and disappear and dissipate, and you have no clue what just happened. And I mean, just a gigantic flash of green light with scary, weird spirits coming out of it, and
But the
smashing
spirits
it.
don't stick around.
No,
They're
all
like
just gone and
a
dissipated.
river rushing out of there, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it just the thing just completely has evaporated, so it's just like no longer there.
Belmo just hits the ground hard, and he's like,
I mean, you
"That
could
might
tell
have been
whatever
hasty."
this was extremely powerful and just wrecked. I mean, if it was focused more, I mean, because a lot of these spirits just flew past you and just flew out all sorts of different ways. So I mean, this could have, if it was focused more, it could have been even worse. You know.
Well, let's not do that again.
No.
That was a good try, everybody. Okay, can I go over to the pile now and find a weapon, please?
How about I give you the staff that I have in my other hand and use that as a weapon yourself?
I need something that I can actually just do some, like, actual melee damage with. I imagine a staff would be more for magical purposes.
I'll take the staff, though.
Sure.
That seems like your kind of... Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Give the staff to...
Also, that staff is powered by evil, so I don't want it.
Perfect.
Why would the demon want the evil staff?
I like to surprise people. That's part of my character's ideals. So, literally.
She's so goth.
Yeah,
Nice.
I am. I'm all fake demon. It's fun. No, for real though, I want a weapon. I want to find the best weapon in the pile.
Cool. I mean, there's like swords and like spears and random stuff. I mean, there's not a whole lot of weapons. I mean, it's mostly like daggers and things like that. It seems like whatever people would have around them or have grabbed when they were sleeping and jumped up, maybe, would be what happened. So...
Okay, well, if any of them will do more than a D4 worth of damage, they're better than what I currently have.
So is there a short sword in there or something like that, Roy?
Yeah, you can get a short sword. The question is, how does that work? I guess you won't have proficiency with a short sword, right?
Well, it depends on what her proficiencies are.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just want to be able to actually do damage when I can't cast a spell, and my spells don't even do damage. So I've chosen poorly. I may end up, Roy, between sessions adjusting one of my level 1 spells because I've screwed myself over in a bunch of ways.
Oh,
I picked fun
Did you say
stuff.
a spear?
When you level, you can go back and redo your spells. So, like, you
Okay.
can choose one of them to redo every time you level.
Okay, cool.
Would you say a spear is also a lance?
In 5th, they're part of the same category, but a lance is technically a weapon that would need to be used on some sort of, like, mounted thing to get the most benefit from it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it can't just give you like a 1d12 with reach?
No.
No,
I
there's
don't think
definitely
they're-
not lances in there because people wouldn't have lances down here.
Sure, no, I'm just asking.
The only spear type thing that I could think of that would give you a D12 would be like a glaive. That would give you a D12 in reach. Most spears are not very...
Yeah, but the glaive is heavy.
Her proficiencies are daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, and light crossbows.
So maybe a short sword is best for her, even though it's not much better. It's only a D6.
Yeah, but she's not going to get the
I'm
attack.
not proficient in it, so I can't. Yeah, like that's not...
A quarterstaff...
Quarterstaff wouldn't be bad.
If I take the evil wizard's rod, you can have the quarterstaff that I have.
Okay.
So it does a D6 when you one-hand it, but if you two-hand it, it does a D8. So
Okay.
Nice.
There you go.
So Matt's going to turn evil.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This
Yeah,
is going
so
to be
she-
like the Horcruxes in Harry Potter.
See,
They're
this is how it's going to work out, right? Because I'm not going to remember most of anything that's happened, and then I'm going to go get my dice box from Roy, and I'm going to open it, and it's going to go, "Hey, man, surprise! You have a talking stick. It's compelling you to do very bad things." And I'm going to go, "Oh, well, guess this is what I'm doing now." Where are the children? I need
Should
to take
Should someone run upstairs and open the apple barrel before we end this session?
You can do that. I mean, we're not gonna like backtrack through the ice thing. If you guys do notice as you go into the other room, the whatever the sleeping piles of things were are just just fallen apart, and they're just laying there on the ground now.
Can we pick up the green stones that were inside them?
Yep, and if you just carefully go over there and pick those out, and they're actually smaller than the ones that you guys found in the tower, but now you guys have 2 small ones, 2 medium ones, and there's a large one on the rod. So now there's just a bunch of green stones with faces in them.
Does the guy have anything else on his body? Does he have like a gold pouch or any type of jewelry or any type of like...
Sure, yeah. He has a gold pouch with a gold coin in it. No, I'm just kidding.
Just 1 gold coin? Well, I mean a pouch that's got money in it.
That was a callback.
Not
Sorry.
this again. Not this.
I would like to just hop upstairs and open the apple barrel to check on the horn.
No, you find like 50 gold pieces on him, Rob, if you like search through his belongings.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if we find anything else because he had a horn. He had a staff. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. And if I run across money, we can hold on to it.
Yeah, he said you found 50 gold.
Yeah,
so you can write that down.
Yes.
Yeah, so you when you go upstairs and open the barrel with the apples with the horn, and you actually notice that it's no longer glowing with that whatever the glow was around it.
All right. Hey, also, I would like to. Darth makes a good point. I want to, if I can, cut off one of the guy's hands to bring it back as evidence that we destroyed the creature to the townsfolk.
Look, yeah.
So a dude's hand.
Well, yeah, I mean, a
take
trophy
the necromancer's hand. We could take the horn.
Well, I mean, but also a trophy of his body, not just a horn, but like, hey, he's dead. I take his head, but they're literally on my feet. Like it's
The Paladin of Vengeance keeps weird trophies. That's all I know.
It's not that I'm trying to. I'm just trying to show the townspeople when we go back that we did it, rather than just bringing a horn.
I think it's a good a time as any to start an ear necklace.
Yes, Rob, you can do that. You now add to your notes. You now have 1 necromancer hand.
Cool. Well, when the townspeople go attacking you guys, I'm like, not me. I killed them.
I really hope it's like a monkey paw and it actually gives you wishes. But it's
by the way, when
it's got the fingers going out.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh, that's like just 9th grade like literature.
Scary tales to tell in the dark type stuff.
Just sitting there and you're so excited because you get to read Edgar Allan Poe, but you find his writing to be so dry.
Okay, so back to the apple barrel with the horn that's not glowing.
So I'm just gonna
say that we're all up there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've kind of
just like open it and rest.
Yep.
Yeah, let's just rest in this room to end the session. I think, guys. I think we should all take a
we cover up the floor, put all the furniture on top of it so those golems don't wake up and come in there or whatever, and then we rest.
Mm-hmm.
Do we find you though, Roy, or is Folly in there?
I mean, the horn's there. What do you guys? I mean,
we were hoping Folly to just like
open the horn.
No, yeah, Belmo said he was gonna pick it up, but then he got cut off. So
yeah, you have it, and it doesn't hurt you anymore. It's like no longer glowing purple like it was before when the necromancer was alive. Apparently,
is there any? You said the
there's
end
like
of the
a
horn
stopper
was
in
kept.
it. Yeah.
Can I pull that? Oh God.
Yeah, you just you pull it open, and you actually it's weird because like you see Folly rematerialize, like he's like transparent, and he comes back out, and he like falls down to the ground crying and being like, where was I? It was complete darkness in there. How long have I been gone? The things I've seen. It was nothing. It was completely dark.
Oh, no. The thing I've seen.
Folly, we missed you.
I wish I had the ability to like.
Don't worry. After the nap, Folly, there's a great telescope on the top of this tower.
You can go see the city.
I remember I was on the top of the tower, and there was some creepy old man in a purple robe, and then all of a sudden it was just darkness.
I'm sorry. Darth. It's so late in the day, Darth.
So someone in the YouTube chat is positing some very interesting things for those of you listening to this later.
Chat is destroying the sleepy Eastern time zone, people. Tarek reacts the entire day with voices using the necromancer's hand and a horn as a puppet. So Ollie just sits there, and Tarek is just like...
Nice.
I also like that Folly disappears at the top of the tower after he sees some creepy dude, and now he reappears in like Uncle Touchy's naked puzzle basement, and he's just like, "What is this? Where am I?" If I had the ability to like alter my appearance and grow a beard, that would be great. Because then I'd be like, "It's been 5 years."
Cool. Well, I guess the group will have to figure out what they're gonna do next time. And yeah, it's been a good game. Thanks everybody for joining us for the epic tales of Misplaced Meeples. It was a lot of fun. I do want to remind you guys to check out the description for the link to the Kickstarter for all the awesome Dogmite stuff from our sponsors. Check out their website as well. They just have crazy stuff. Like just
awesome.
look at it. Just look at it just because it's like, man, that's stuff that I want. So yeah, definitely make sure
They have
to
a
check
dice
that
with
out.
zombie hands.
Yeah, they had a dice with
Support
zombie
them
hands inside
for
of it.
supporting us, because
Yeah.
like we're still kind of new to this, and they reached out and they're awesome. So please support Dogmite.
And
Awesome,
the thing
guys.
is, even if you don't buy anything, just getting the word out there is really good. So
Cool.
Give 'em a like.
So we will see you guys next time on the epic tales of Misplaced Meeples. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks everybody who joined us in chat. If anybody wants to reach out to anybody here, make sure to check out Writing Newman's Instagram.
At Writing Newman.
At Writing Newman. Make sure to check out Crystal on her podcast, Board Game Blitz. And she has her own Twitter and Instagram and her own stuff, but also all the Board Game Blitz stuff. And you're doing a lot of other stuff too, right, Crystal?
Oh my gosh, so busy lately. It's been kind of crazy.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I have no clue how you have time to do all the things that you're doing. So
I don't, and that's what's crazy is like I've lost the ability to have free time. But yeah, like I've been guesting on like Star Trek podcasts even on top of the board game stuff. So like it's crazy, but it's fun.
So yeah, if you follow her on Twitter, you can see where all the crazy things she's doing all the time because she posts that quite often.
Yep.
Also make sure to check out Adam's stuff and Matt if you want to see pictures of pizzas.
very intermittently.
Everybody wants to see pictures of pizzas.
Awesome, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.